Hey, look at that. This is our very first intro we ever made. Our very first rejoin. And we got told at a country station nobody wants it. It just tells people that the bad news is coming.
Yeah. And they're like, you can't do that. You got to trick your listeners into listening to you. And you're like, but we talk.
Well,
we're an all-talk format for us.
I remember somebody said they wouldn't put outs at the end. They would never go, hey, this is the Jake and Tanner show, more of it next. Because that you got to trick your listeners into going into commercials, and I'm like, yeah, but if they don't want to be there on a commercial, they're just not going to be there.
It's not
you mean trick them into it.
It's not like they're going to be listening to you intently, and then halfway through a $1.99 ride ad, be like, oh God, they're commercials.
Thought this was a saw. I thought they were still talking.
Yeah.
Does my mic sound echoey as hell today?
I thought Joe wanted to fix them yesterday.
I wish he would just
Did
stop.
he?
I don't know.
Like, did he mess with them at all?
I've never had this happen. Usually you get an engineer in here that just does it.
Yeah, but the processing is different on this station, I guess. Wait, no, because we're not talking about processing right now.
I don't know. Who knows? I want to talk about your ordeal yesterday.
I'm still not having fun.
We got a Facebook message I would like to share. Also, I know they're not going to want us to talk about it, but I have to. I have to talk about somebody that is crazy and what they're doing.
I don't think you should talk about it.
You don't?
I do.
All right. So yesterday, if you didn't hear Tanner, by the way, the Jake and Tanner show.
Hi.
Hi. Sydney, good morning.
Good morning.
Tanner guy here. You look kind of awful today. You look more sick today than you did yesterday.
Well, I didn't get to rest at all.
Yeah, me neither. So Tanner went home right after the first segment, and then we started playing a best of. And just know this: just go ahead. What?
My car kept overheating. It kept shutting down to the point where I left this studio at 6:10, maybe 6:05, and I didn't pull into my house until like 10:15.
I called you.
It took me over 4 hours for me to drive home.
Sydney and I were walking out of this building, and I called you at 10, and I go, hey, man, what are you doing? He's like, I'm pulling into my house. And I go, what do you mean you're pulling in? He said, I'm just getting home right now.
You called me a little after 9 when the best of was done, and I had just gotten outside of Green Bay. I had just gotten outside of Green Bay.
Let me tell you, what would happen? It would start smoking too much where you can't see? It was just all fog in your windshield?
Kind of. Okay, so if you were the person who was doing land maintenance or whatever, mowing lawns yesterday, and you saw me, I apologize for all the smoke that I think I killed you with, because I was driving, and like what would happen was my temperature gauge would go all the way to hot, and then it would just completely go back down to cold, and then it would say the battery light and the check engine light came on. And I was like, oh, it must be just a computer issue, so I'm just going to drive it. And then I got a little warning that said, hey, your oil's real hot. You can't go fast anymore. My car started slowing down like on the highway, so I was like, well, I'll pull over. And so I take that exit, and now that I'm not going 70 miles an hour, the smoke isn't going behind me. It just came into my car, and it was everywhere. Like, you couldn't see it.
Question: why would you not take it to a shop?
Because
why try making it at home?
I wanted to go home because A, I didn't want to pay to tow it, and B, I know that whatever the issue was, I could fix it.
See, I would have probably, if I was in your position, I would have just pulled over to the closest shop, said, hey, when can you look at this? And that would have been my day.
I don't like that.
Maybe stayed the night here.
I don't like that idea.
I don't know.
So
you do the Tanner thing. This is what I love. This is why I love the story so much, because this type of S happens to you, and it makes me happy, and it makes the radio show is thanking you right now, and that's just a you thing. Like, I'm not gonna pay extra. If it takes 6 hours to get home, I'm gonna do it.
That's what I said, because I talked to my dad, and he was like, if you do, he's like, you can't drive it when it's overheating because you're gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know. He's like, it's gonna take you all day. And I was like, well, good, because I got nothing else going on.
How did you get here?
The van.
Oh, you did? Okay, you fixed it. So that's exactly.
Cost me $70 and 15 minutes of my time.
Yeah, because it would have cost you $400 if you would have taken it in.
It would have cost. If they would have had to tow it anywhere and then put the part into it, it would have been an easy $500 to $600 job.
I feel so bad yesterday because I did call you. I called you a couple times. I know, and I know and the only thing you would bring up you would try to bring up your car because you wanted to hear my opinion or talk about what's going on because this is on your mind.
Yeah.
And you did like a whole 4-minute thing about it. Well, I think it's the hose and all this. And I'm like, hey, about that video we're making for JTX.
Because I'm just trying to fix it. And then also I'm trying to get sleep because that was the main reason why I left yesterday. And then Jake calls 15 times and is like, did you get a chance to look at it? I was like, no, man, I didn't because I'm sick. Like I left and I just want to sleep. Problems. And then 15 minutes later, you'd call back and be like, did you get a chance take a look at that quite yet?
I don't know what is worse, though. If I would rather be in your position or be stuck here with negative Nancy all morning long yesterday.
You were screaming at me.
Probably deserved it.
Yeah. Oh, man, she was so.
Did he call you when you were trying to sleep multiple times?
At one point, I said, just give me the video and go home. I think I really did say that. Just send him over because I'm so not in control of the video. She has it on her computer and it's going through Google Drive. We can't download it, so I'm like, I just need it over on my
your
side.
Phone.
Right, but
we're not 16. We want to look at things on a bigger screen
and
than
use a mouse. I don't want to use my thumbs. See, but that's the thing.
I put them on the big screen.
But here's another thing that she's doing. Bless her heart. She stayed through the agonizing pain of me talking yesterday and being kind of jerky. But that's the thing. Like I'm asking her questions, right? Mm-hmm. And she's not responding quick enough for me about the videos and whatnot. And she knows more about technology than I do. So she's like, in her brain, she's just not telling me because I'm supposed to know it, but I don't know it. You know what I mean? And I think at one point, and then we got to give them to somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we're going to have to just go over to this videographers and just sit there all day with her because it is overwhelming amount of video that we had taken.
Yeah, it is.
So I was stressed out, but I think we were. Oh, that's what it was.
Because that
made me so mad. She goes in the middle of it because she's on her phone doing it. In the middle of it, you go live. And she goes, oh, Tanner's live. She shuts down what we're doing, puts you on, and we start watching it. And I'm like, hey, I don't give an ass about this right now. Like, we need to get this video stuff done.
Yeah, what the hell?
And then she goes, but I got to watch it. And I go, Sydney, I need videos.
We were just watching them. Yeah, you watched them at home.
What?
All those videos.
Yes, but I need to get this done.
The whole point of you staying here during the show yesterday was to get them all in order.
And Tanner, and you do have a lot of, she is correct on that. It's well, she didn't say this, but your videos are usually normally pretty long, so we'd have had to sit there and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, but usually bad stuff happen, and I just have to watch it. And I'm like, I agree with all of what you're saying, but we can rewatch it.
Yeah,
we can rewatch that.
Yeah, I sat at that Burger King for too long as I just sat outside and I sat by the window with a coffee and just stared at my car until it wasn't steaming anymore. And I was like, guess it's time to go.
You cool down, baby?
Yeah, I do. I stopped at every single gas station and I just walk around or I'd sit in the car.
How long were you waiting at the gas stations probably?
15 minutes. I was only going like 25 miles an hour. Not on the highway. I took frontage roads and back roads until I just couldn't anymore.
Where at? Where does that change? Where are you?
22,
I don't know
which is all the way up by Ocano. So I made it really far being able to go back roads the entire way. Actually, Chicken Shack Road.
Okay.
That's a road up by me. It's called Chicken Shack Road.
I like that.
And that's about as far as I was able to get. And then I had to jump on the highway. But I had bought antifreeze and just poured it straight into my radiator. And I was like, going 70, don't even care what happens anymore. Only 15 minutes away from home.
I know, right? I know everybody is dealing with their own stresses right now. You're dealing with, you're sick. That sucks. And you're dealing with your car at that point yesterday, which is bad.
Yeah.
So I know that your mind is preoccupied when I'm trying to do the video, right? Mm-hmm. And my wife comes home and she's insane right now.
Yeah.
And she needs to be, because she's dealing a lot with her mom right now. Her mom's sick and she's trying to move them over here, and there's a lot of things. And again, I was doing the same thing when she's like, hey, so do you this, that, and the assisted living and all that? And I go, hey, and I turn my computer, I go, can you just hit the space bar and watch it? And I even told her, I go, because Tanner is giving me no attention right now.
Yeah.
And I need to talk to somebody about this. And then she watched it, but she's chewing on a pepper, and she goes, I can't hear it. And I go, well, stop chewing on a pepper. Yeah. She eats it like an apple. She's really confused right now. Her emotions are like crazy, and she's trying to pick fights with me a lot. And this is what I said yesterday. As she picks these little fights, and then she'll be like, I'm so sorry, I'm dealing with things. And I went, oh my God, is this what it's like to come home to a crazy person?
To you? Yes.
Yes, like to me. I go, I know. I get it now. I understand, because I'm always the one that has these little outbursts. And then mine's always like, well, I got to prep. And then the show was bad yesterday. And hers is much bigger deal because her mom is dying. So I get it.
Did she ever bring up what I told her to bring up? Or is she waiting for the right time? The 2/3, 1/3?
Funny. Okay, real quick, to make this really quick. She has an inheritance from her mom's grandfather.
Her grandpa.
Or I'm so sorry.
Her mom's dad,
Angie's grandpa, Gordon, her dad, has other kids, previous marriage. They didn't live in the house. They didn't really grow. They know the grandfather, but not very much. It's not their
just
grandfather.
Because it's their dad's wife's dad.
He wants to split it all with all the kids, and Angie doesn't think it's fair. She just asked yesterday. She goes, "Do you think I should write him a letter?" And I go, this is how their relationship is. It's a little weird. I mean, they all love each other and everything.
A letter
but I go,
would be more personal, but I have more opinions on this if you want to get into it.
I do, but she said, and I go, why? I go, that's why a letter. And she's like, because when I talk to him, I feel like I sound greedy, and it makes me nervous because they don't have the like me. If my mom was doing this, I'd be like, I would sit mom down and tell her how wrong it is.
Yep.
And I would make sure she knew, because I think I had a little bit more of a relationship like that. Mm-hmm. They don't have they love each other, but they're not real close. So it's nerve-wracking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we have enough time to get in? Do you want to do it?
I just thought about this.
Sure.
And maybe you can answer it, maybe you can't. But is the money that she got from her father, I'm talking about Pam now, is
Angie's mom.
Is that in a separate account?
Yes.
It already is.
Oh, wait, from Gordon?
Yes.
No.
So what have they been using to live on? That?
No, they have their own.
But, I mean, I guess what Gordon can say, Gordon's argument here, because I tried to look at this from Gordon's side.
Okay.
In my 4 hours of driving yesterday when I had nothing else going on.
Just thought about my family.
Yeah, really. I was like, nice, this is just what I can do, I guess. I'm
going to win this fight. Now you're on Gordon's side.
Yeah, now I'm on Gordon's side. There has got to be absolutely zero way to tell when they were using Pam's money or Gordon's money, because it's always just been their money.
That's right.
Does that make sense?
Wait. Well,
so
who are you talking about?
Why he's saying, like, I can't just not give them a big chunk.
Wait. But who are you talking about? You're talking about the kids?
Yes.
Kids, it's hard. The kids didn't grow up with Pam.
I know, but if the money that came from Pam's dad.
Okay, the inheritance.
If they have touched it at all.
It's Pam and Gordon's money.
It's still Pam and Gordon's money, and it's added into an account with Gordon's money.
Right.
So now, it's hard to tell, like, because, okay, what would the inheritance be? Like, right now, what would it be?
Because Gordon said that. He goes, well, I just think when the money came to us, now, it's our money, so I want to give it to my kids, but Pam doesn't want to do that, Lo.
I mean,
they're 50s. They're in their 50s. Their kids are all grown.
Yeah.
So there's no. I mean, yes, money can help out no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's not like, think about it. And you're like, if you were in this position, your wife married a previous marriage, had kids. Mm-hmm. You don't even know the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know them, but your dad doesn't know them.
Okay. Yeah.
You have your own. You got V with her.
Yep.
Those kids are all grown. Your dad dies, you get a big inheritance. Would you want to give it to Vienna?
I'm confused because these are my wife's kids.
Oh, yeah. I guess I was making you as I got confusing. I was making you as Gordon and Pam.
Okay, so this is how it basically is. If I were to, and this is how I put it before, if you remarry and your new wife had a big inheritance,
yeah,
and then she died and you got all that money from, she got the inheritance from her dad.
right.
You still love Dewey and Piper just as much as you love your new kid.
Right.
But in this scenario, you wouldn't be able to take, say it's $1 million. Your scenario is saying your two kids will get nothing and this one kid gets it all.
No, I get it. That's a Gordon's point of view.
That's Gordon's point of view because
Angie
Gordon loves all of his kids the same.
But
Pam
Angie
doesn't.
Right. Because Angie said if Gordon died,
it wouldn't even be an issue.
It would all just go to Angie.
Yes.
But that's right. But the kids are grown and they don't even know that grandpa.
Should we just put this segment on a CD and give it to their
No.
mail it?
Wait, Angie did say that.
CDs.
No, they don't know. They don't know radio.
Yeah, if we were on an AM station, they might hear it, but
Angie said that she goes, I'm gonna talk about how you guys talked about this on the radio. And she's like, and how everybody agreed with me. She's like, can you start screenshotting text?
So they can hold their phone out, or do you want to print them out? Like, what you?
Yeah. No. My mom had a baby when she was younger that was my dad's that should given up for adoption, and he just came back into the picture a while ago and did not add him into their inheritance.
Okay. That sounds stupid, but also I get it.
All right, we gotta
go. If you gave a baby up, it's not your baby anymore.
I want to read a note that we got on MySpace.
Facebook, man, you're confusing people. Well, we can find us on MySpace. There's our different name then.
Also, I think we should. Sydney doesn't think it's a good idea to talk about the crazy, but I think it is.
There are two crazies, so I don't 100% know which one.
I know.
But
I think
either one, I don't
this will get Tanner riled up. Also, something that Sydney did that I did not like this morning. Two things.
I also don't know what you were talking about. I thought the crazy was Angie.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Is there something that happened yesterday that I missed?
It's been going on for over a week. They've had meetings about our show that we didn't even know about.
Okay, yeah, we're getting into it.
It's a Jake and Tanner show. Actually, the thing that made me mad is maybe something that I think I might have seen you do before.
Maybe.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. If you ever want to get a hold of us, 866-916-0959, you can do that. Text us. Ewer Pest Control text line, who are the big sponsors of the Jake and Tanner experience.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner. 3 people in this room. Hi, my name is Jake. And I did not sleep at all because my kid, I think he's getting sick, and he came and laid with us, which I'm just saying that he always lays with us.
Yeah. He came and laid with you harder.
Yeah, well, we're starting now to put him in his own bed, but he keeps coming back, Well, anyways, he's there at like 11, and he can't sleep, so he's kicking, he's punching, he's like, his legs are in, his foot is in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I turned around, and he's starting to sniff, and I turned my head on the pillow, and then he's right there, and he's breathing on my. I don't know if you know this, or when you get a cold, your breath becomes awful.
Well, yeah, because all you're doing is breathing out of your mouth.
And his was stinking, so I'm like, oh no.
See, at that point, I would have went out into the couch.
I was going to, or I was thinking about my daughter has a big queen bed, and I was like, maybe I'll just go lay with her, or go lay in Dewey's bed.
Yeah.
But then
you feel bad because even though you got to work, it's still like, well, I'd hate it if Angie did this to me.
I looked at the clock, and it was like 12:10. And I didn't realize that I was not getting any sleep for 2 hours, because then I looked at the clock and it was 2:10 when I was thinking about going. I thought it was only midnight still.
Oh, geez, yeah. That's terrible.
Anyway, Tanner, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tanner, and my knee still really hurts. I don't know what happened. It started hurting in Mexico. Then it went away for a minute, but it's kind of always been there. And now these last few days, it's been to the point where I'm hobbling around.
I don't get how I'm the oldest. And I'm the healthiest out of you two.
You go to the gym and your wife pumps you filled with organic and oils.
Yeah, all right.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Yesterday I signed up to do the Hot Cider Hustle. So
I don't think I've ever been more pissed about something that you've said. You've said some stuff.
Pretty offended myself.
What the hell is a Hot Cider Hustle?
It's just like a 5K or half marathon, depending on what you want to do.
You drink it?
Well, they give you hot cider at the end.
Ugh.
Wait a minute.
That seems terrible after a run.
And a candy apple?
Not only that,
but that sounds even worse after a run.
Definitely sounds like something our Sydney would not participate in.
I did it last year.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like you.
Well, apparently, then there is a person that we don't even know.
Because you're not signing up to run. You barely like walking.
She's been hiding things.
Man, how much do you run? What do we know about you?
Nothing.
Who is this person you take off your face?
Also, though, when I was signing up at like the very end, it was like, do you have more than 1,000 Instagram followers?
Damn right.
And I was like, no. And it was like, become an influencer for us. And I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, I don't.
That's what the world has turned. I don't know why I'm so mad at that. I sound like the oldest man on the planet when I say I'm against influencers. But I am.
There's like a reviewing app on your phone that you can get. It's an app. There's an app for that. Do you remember those commercials?
Oh yeah.
I liked those commercials. And it was like, do you want to link your face or your Twitter account? And I was like, sure. I've got 6 people following me on Twitter, and I'll take it. And then it gives you like a score, and then it's like, this is your influence score on your reviews on products. And I was like, okay, cool. And then it was like, if your score gets really low, like a low number or a high number, I can't remember what it was, you get opportunities to get like these free gift boxes of like potential products to review, and then like you get new stuff. And my Dave's Sheila got like a brand new Keurig Duo coffee maker where it can do the big pot and the other one for free, and it was like a $200 thing. She just got it for free to review it and then put it on there. And I was like, well, I wonder what would happen if I linked the Jake and Tanner Show thing.
Yeah.
And
Did you do it?
I linked it, and it went from like a 48 to a 1, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. This feels illegal.
But it's not.
I know it's not, but it felt illegal. And also, I didn't run it past you, and that's both of ours. So I was like,
what could we get?
See, that's also why I didn't do it, because I didn't want to tell you about the things I get. So then
what is the number one products?
No, like they just keep handing them out. Like it's a lot of female stuff, so like makeup and stuff. But then like when Sheila got that coffee maker, I was like, oh, That's all I want.
We should link that. Wait, do they just keep spamming your Facebook, Lo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't want to do it.
Somebody in the text line, they're trying to help you. Tanner, it's probably the weather change. I got air pockets and depleting cartilage in my knees, and I get the same thing this time of year. No.
Oh, I do have depleting. I bet you I have depleting cartilage.
Shut the hell. You got so S-faced.
Yeah,
that
and
you
it
fell
ruined
off a
my
cliff.
knee. I didn't fall off a cliff. I fell off a stupid bridge.
I can't be the only one who 75% of the time can't understand a word that comes out of Sydney's mouth. Sometimes it's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know why you want to run. Your mouth doesn't even barely work.
Yeah, you barely breathe enough to stay alive.
That is true.
So this morning, a few things that made me mad about Sydney. Let me tell you. Just bashing Sydney today. I apologize. First thing she says to me is, I got a text at, 4:58. Sorry, I'm a bad worm baby. Can you let me in? Ugh. And I go, what is a worm baby?
Ugh, that made me angry now.
Then 2 minutes later, I go, wait, for real? What does that mean?
I wouldn't even let her in.
I wasn't. I go, I'm Googling this.
Answer,
I go, I'm Googling this right now. What is a worm baby?
It seems like a weird thing.
You had me Googling that slang and there was nothing. And then I let her in. She's like, I just made it up.
Just something that's made up.
Yeah, but...
Oh, there was 3 things that made me mad. Oh, then the other thing was, she was walking down the hall. Did
you mean to write work and it auto-corrected?
I'm a bad work baby? No, because I think I've heard her say worm baby before.
That would have been weird.
No, and then she goes like this.
Both of them are weird.
But I think I've seen you do this before, Tanner.
What is it?
She looks at her phone and she takes her tongue and licks the screen.
I've done that. I haven't done that in a long time.
And then spilled coffee.
Yeah,
on
but
it.
you
I would just do it to get the grundle off.
Yeah, that's what I figured she was doing.
No, I spilled coffee everywhere.
And then the other thing she did is she walked over to your side and cleaned up the trash. And I go, oh my God, because if he's in a bad mood. And
it was one piece of paper.
Yeah, but still, I figured, because I saw it this morning and I go, if Tanner is feisty because of his car and he's sick, and then that puts him over the edge, that's going to be such great content. I'm going to get such emotion out of it.
I would have threw it into Steve's office like I've been told I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, it's okay. She was just trying to help out. She's like, I just want him to have a good day today.
Yeah, Steve told me that if anything ends up on my side of the table that is not mine, put it by his desk. And that's what I've been doing. And he's starting to get frustrated with it.
Hey, let me read this text.
What
or MySpace. Well, we got a good thing here.
Okay, here's the good thing.
The good thing says, I haven't missed a podcast in the last year. This is from Amber.
Okay.
Year and a half. So today, after listening to the only segment, which what a tease, because yesterday Tanner went home sick, so we only had one live break.
Yeah.
We went to a best of after that. I pathetically went back to your very first after show podcast, and I just wanted to say, Avocado Pit, love you guys, and Sid, appreciate all the work you put into making the show great. Can't wait for JTX. An hour later, she writes, wow, okay, I need to make one more comment after listening to a few podcasts from when you started at KISS. I love where the show has gone. Like I said, I can't miss a podcast now, but wow. When I listen to the old ones, it doesn't even sound like the same show. In the best way possible. I'm glad they're more of a talk show now. It is much more.
Must have went back to the beginning.
Beginning, yeah. And it's much more relatable, and the content is great. Okay, I'm done feeding your egos for the day. No. You continue feeding those egos. We need that.
Okay, now wrap me up with some anger.
Okay. So yesterday, apparently,
warm anger.
The last week, they've been bosses have been dealing with some things.
Okay.
Because this person is crazy. I think 2 weeks ago, maybe, we did a segment on Cardi B.
Okay.
And how she said...
Oh, still that's going on?
Well, and how Cardi B was saying that somebody showed their bathing suit area to her, and, it's a very hashtag Me Too. And we were explaining that, and she's explaining that, and I stopped it down, and I said... That is horrible what has happened to her.
Yes.
But my God, how is she famous? That wasn't the part that got them mad.
Okay.
The part that got them mad was when I said, there can't be a Jesus if she's famous. Okay?
Okay.
Joking. It's a very ha-ha kind of thing. she complains.
Who is this person?
Well, I don't say a name.
Give me some
because she's
initials.
nuts or he's nuts, one or the other. And so she calls and she complains, writes letters, handwritten letters, emails, calling, talking to people about this. Then the next day, okay, she called back and said, I cannot. So she didn't stop listening. She goes, I cannot believe you told them. Oh,
I'm so.
Hold on. So we're at the part right now where she's very, very upset about that.
Okay.
She has contacted every single one of our agency commercials. Anybody that's running ads on our morning show.
Jesus Christ.
She has contacted every single one of them, telling them, I don't know what they're telling, but something to do with we're slim. First of all, Jesus is my homeboy. It doesn't matter what I believe. I can believe anything.
Yeah.
Don't
tell me what I can and cannot
And I never said you not to believe. But anyway, then she got so mad because the next day I said...
Because obviously nothing happened.
Right.
She didn't get any validation for what she was saying.
Well, the next day I said... Remember, we got into a whole thing, and then I was like, man, you're next we'll talk about gun debate. And then you went on a riff about gun debate, and then I went, all right, we'll find out next. Is Jesus real, or does he just do close-up magic?
Okay.
That blew her lid.
Funny little bit.
She said that that the company, she was telling the agencies, she called back all the people that run ads in the morning show and said they doubled down. Their management talked to them, and then they still went at us about it. And now we got agencies calling, and our bosses are going, no, that's not what happened. She's hearing what she wanted to hear, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs about this. And what a thing! Let me say this: what a very. Isn't that the Christian way to be able
to sue?
To sue. So this company gets hurt. The morning show loses their job. They got to pick up their entire family, which, by the way, now I got in-laws that are moving over here because they're sick, and go to try to find jobs. Is that what Jesus would want?
Is this where you want when Jesus gets back? God, you're the worst type of Christian. You're not only here, let me double down so at least you're not the one that's only getting picked on here. Mm-hmm. You're the worst type of person. When people see you, they walk to the other side of the street. They hate who you are and everything you believe in. It doesn't even matter if it's Jesus or not. You're a person that if you don't believe in something, get angry and then have to make people think your way or they're wrong. There's 1,000 other countries in this world that think differently than you. Why don't you call them? Why don't you go over there? There's tons of people. Why don't you call them, you flippin' Karen? Jesus hates you. He really does. Because that's not what he wanted. He didn't want people to go around and say, if you don't believe, I want you to chastise them and make them lose their family or lose everything that they have. He wanted you to love everybody. You're being a complete B. You know that, right? If people knew the way that you were, you'd be just shunned from your church. People would hate you. You're as bad as the Westboro church that go and protest gay people for just trying to be happy. You're like a Scientologist, except you're worse.
Now,
your stuff is all on this book that you're picking and choosing on what to believe in. My God.
And don't forget, you need to find mental help.
I don't like to tell people if they're right or wrong about their beliefs, but I know for a fact that when you get to the pearly gates, God's going to say, oh,
that's not what I meant.
Kind of a B
that's not what I meant.
Down there.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, because if you're going to go attack people for that, why aren't you doing all the other things? Like not using the bathroom because that's a sin, or stoning gay people until they die. Like, what is wrong with you?
I get where you are very strong in your beliefs.
Yeah,
but you're trying to make change in the wrong way.
Yeah, why don't you
way wrong.
And plus, one of our most frequent callers is the dude from the Acts Church. He loves us.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you shut up? And
not
also,
sure if he's ever listened to one show
on Sundays.
Not sure
by the way,
that dude's ever listened to one show. But he does love cutting into whatever we're talking about to talk about free salt that he's giving away at the church. Yeah, so as I'm driving home, I'm just like, how insane is that? How insane it is to call every single agency and talk about, and I guarantee what she's saying and sharing is not anything that has happened.
Yeah, what I want to
So
do.
they're playing. So now our company has to go through and go, oh, no, that's not what happened.
Are they defending us, though?
Yes, they
Okay,
are.
good.
They are defending us.
Because otherwise I had a whole new rant. But I wish I could call her boss and tell them what they're doing. But you know that she works for herself selling wraps to her Facebook friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry about that. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's multi-level marketing.
Dude, I almost fell for a pyramid scheme one time.
No, me too. I almost had to pay for it.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
I did too. Like the book or whatever pamphlet you were
No,
getting.
mine was going to be pay like $700 and we'll set you up as an independent contractor and then you can start making money. And I was like, I'm not going to pay you to work.
Dude, I remember we used to get them in our mailbox. We'd get a letter in the mailbox that says, if you send out $25, the next people to get this will send out 25 and 25. You know what I mean? But we used to get them in the mail before the internet. Oh, crazy.
See, I want to do what happened on The Simpsons, where he set up a call thing that says, if you want to feel happy, send $1 to this address. And then everybody started sending him $1. Stupid people did. And I think it's brilliant because if everybody on this planet gave me $1,
Yeah, that's what I
I
mean.
would have $350 million. Do you know how awesome that would be?
It's not like you can't afford to mail $1. Give me a break.
If I send a self-addressed stamp, like stamped envelope, I'm only out, what, 60 cents? And then I get $1 from everybody? I'll be fine.
It's 40 cents profit.
You know what I love so much about this?
40% profit.
The Christian Karen.
Are you going to show me her Facebook page? Can you
I
pull
sent
it
it
up?
to you.
Oh, you did? Good.
My favorite. Wait. Explain. What do you think that this person looks like?
No, I already know.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. But anyway,
Let me look at the rest of your stupid photos.
What was I saying?
God, I can almost hear you complaining in every single one of these photos. My God.
Hey, weren't you late today?
Was I late?
Yeah, because I think, Sydney, you were late. You should go buy breakfast.
Oh.
I wasn't. Okay, but I can.
No, dang it. I forgot what I was going to say about the Christian Karen. Something about her. My favorite thing about this whole thing is she is so offended, but she keeps listening.
Oh,
That's
she's
what I
still
love
here?
so much. Oh, I guarantee, because she listened to the next day.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
of
she was
course
just
she
seeing
is.
if we were...
That's where she works? Really? Really? For real?
Yes.
You don't sell wraps to your friends?
She probably does that on the side.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
I want to message. I want to call them and complain about her. Because now she's starting to push things that's almost not right for what her job is.
It's a different world we live in now.
Oh,
Hey, I need to figure out what's going on with high schools.
nobody could complain better than me, so bring it on.
Did you hear what's happening in that high school?
Which high school? There's a lot of
Weird.
there
high
are so
schools.
many high schools.
The one with
Point.
the one with the frat, or it's like very
There's
fraternity.
a frat?
And
Somebody's getting a pine cone inside of them?
yes. It's the Jake and Tanner show. We'll talk about it next. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. You're listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Let's do this. Again, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney, morning. Busy day today. Busy day tomorrow. Busy next week. Busy the following week, right up to the Jake and Tanner Experience. JTX. Very excited. We're going to be giving away tickets. Hopefully. Soon.
Yeah.
I want to get right into this high school because, man, we never did this kind of stuff at high school, but I never participated in any kind of sports. Extracurricular activity for me just was weed.
Yeah, maybe partying.
And this high school, they're doing things a little different than I did. These 14 boys have accepted a plea deal in this hazing case involving student athletes at a high school in Texas.
Man.
I'm going to get into detail about this and tell me if you kids ever did this or you two ever did this when you signed up for football. 4 juveniles who were not named because of their age pleaded no contest to unlawful restraint on Friday. And so what went on, I'm just skipping through this because I forgot that I was going to talk about this. The plea deals are the latest development involving the 13 athletes. This happened 2 years ago. Okay? After being accused of this, sexually assaulting 10 boys on the school's sports team. Now, the alleged assaults primarily involved the school's football team, but authorities said the basketball and baseball teams are also involved. Of the 4 adult men, do you see what this news story is doing now? They're saying men because they're men now.
They're 18, so.
And then they're saying boys, which,
Yep.
I mean, I understand what the news is doing. They're making it, this is bad anyway. I'm not defending anyone.
Yeah.
They sodomize boys with various objects.
Oh, God.
Cardboard rod. Shampoo bottle.
Well, what? How?
Flashlight.
I get that phallic.
Carbon dioxide air bottle.
Why? Where do you even get the hands on that? I don't even know what that is.
Also accused of penetration with the fingers. I mean, this is getting really bad.
Yeah. And they
but
did
I'm just
this
reading the news story. This isn't.
And I bet you they were saying words like, "You're gay."
Oh, I'm
you
sure.
know they were the whole
yeah.
time. Look at those guys. Collectively, they have 15 IQ points.
15 teeth too.
Like, look at that. Look at that.
Right there,
That
one
portly boy. Look at him. You've got Mr. I started growing facial hair in 4th grade. That's why I have a full-grown goatee and also a goatee. So you know he's very go back to your country.
Kids were holding them down in the locker rooms. There was a lockout at the door, watching for coaches not to come in.
Why?
They hold them down and did things. Coke bottles, deodorant bottles, steel pipes, baseball bats, broomsticks. What?
How long have they been
I
doing this?
stopped
Why
reading
did they
that
do
yesterday.
this? Like, why?
Well, look at him. Go back. That's
look,
why. Just why. Look at.
You've got
idiots, bullies.
That one with the eyes, that's too far apart. And they're slanted downward. He always looks like a sad, dumb Doberman.
Type of
or
people
a
that
hound dog.
Chew their ice cream.
Well, I mean,
Dude,
you
I'd
can
be
chew
so
ice
mad.
cream.
No, you can't. You're a weirdo.
Well,
If you chew your ice cream, you might as well be right in there with those 4
that
kids.
has chunks in it or some kind of chocolate bits? What do you do? Just swallow those things?
Maybe you could do that, but I'm talking just ice cream. I got a nephew who just chews his ice cream. People do that. There are people that bite ice cream. And it
Wait a
freaks me out.
minute. A minute. Here's some continuity errors with you, Mr. Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you eat ice cream?
I don't, because I think I don't like
so
licking
you
it.
never get ice cream.
Well, no, I'll use a spoon. I never do a cone.
And then you just let
I
it
think
melt in your mouth and then you
12.
swallow it.
You got to be 12. Yeah.
You are a crazier person.
What do you do ice cream right now? Let me hear.
I get a cone like a normal person.
Okay, like if you are over the age of 12, no more cones.
I like cones.
Yeah,
No. You can't.
I don't know why you are so judgy and void of happiness. Not
It's
like
so
that,
stupid.
you weird pervert.
It looks
you
weird.
Get a cone.
Just use a spoon.
Who cares?
I care.
What happened
I gotta
in your
see it in
life?
my eyeballs. They did that. They just recently did that. And I looked at this grown man that came in with a Harley Davidson, gets his cone, 2 scoops, and then he goes like, he goes, thank you. And before he even, basically just in his, all these people just grab it and start licking really fast.
That is true. The second you hand somebody a cone,
Yeah, you gotta lick the bottom.
it's just like they go to town, and I was like,
so it doesn't get on your fingers.
Yeah, but just take it and then walk away. Don't lick it in front of me.
You don't have to lick things in front of people. But
I remember this one guy that went to
shouldn't bother you to the point of I have to put you on a suicide watch every time that an ice cream truck goes by.
Now, there's a guy that when we first moved into Fredonia, we didn't know a lot of people. Angie got involved in this mom group, and she hung out with this one girl who is badass crazy now. Go way crazy. I'm glad that filtered out of her life. She was married to this one guy, not even married anymore. But this guy I took to a basketball game to the Bucks arena, and he was just such a very nice guy, but not somebody I normally would associate with. He's just not my type of personality. But I needed to go with someone because I didn't really know a lot of people. And we were trying to make friends, and so I take him there, and he got first of all food there, which I find weird. Like if you're getting like fish, I just find that weird.
Why?
If you get nachos or something, you don't need fish with a fork and your little sauce.
I hate nachos at the thing because the chips are just a hair too big.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
You gotta really open your mouth.
But also, they're always very salty, and like the salt on the side of your mouth kind of hurts.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you're ripping your corners of your mouth, no, I get that. Yeah.
Which I mean, you got to do.
Yeah. Well, anyway, and he got an ice cream cone. He got an ice cream cone at the Bucks. He is older than me, and he looks super IT. And he goes like this. He's like licking his. Listen how echoey that is right now. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Get more into the front of your mic.
No, it's just all I did was turn hers up just a little bit because of she's so quiet.
Oh, turn hers down.
Yeah, I got to now. But then she's going to even get more quiet.
Now if you
I
do
can
this.
scream if you want.
Yeah.
No, get up on your mic.
Yeah.
I can scream if you want.
Show like minimal amounts of effort here.
Pretend it's married. Bad joke. It's a very bad joke. That was a Tanner joke, and I took it. I stole it. It should have been coming from your brain. It came from mine. I love you, Sydney. Anyway.
That was funny.
So he goes like this. This guy behind him is cheering, and beer gets on his shoulder.
Did he lick it off?
And you could just see the dude just getting a little angry.
I would have loved.
He's like, and he kind of looks back and glares. It happened again, and he turns around and stands up and says, "Sir, can you please not clap over me? You're getting beer on my shoulder. Thank you." And then licked his ice cream cone and then sat back. This is probably where my anxiety comes from this now, because I thought we were going to get our A handed to us. Because he's sitting there licking an ice cream cone, yelling at people.
Now, you definitely look like a couple. So there's that.
Yeah, but I didn't even think of that. Sit down, I tell him. Sit down.
Yeah, sit down, Roger.
I forget his name. It might have been Roger. It really may. He's super IT.
Why didn't you stand up and say, "Why are you cheering so much"?
Do you know what he does for a living? This will tell you that, like, no, he goes to
not that guy.
No, he goes to businesses, stores. You know what you call them? Department stores. They got the little ringies things.
God, is he a secret shopper?
No,
Damn
God, no. But he collects all the information that gets scanned across the thing.
Their credit card information?
Well, not credit card, but like it's like for Nielsen ratings or something, because they do that. See how many people are buying. And then he's super numbery, Then he goes through, and it's crazy. It's fun.
Yeah, that is weird.
And here's another thing.
How handsome is he?
No, he kind of looks like somebody threw up on his face.
Which one of these boys does he look like?
Alejandro.
Oh, the one that looks like he's constantly hears Larry the Cable Guy in the back of his head going, "Get her done."
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. The guy it's really hard for me to even have a conversation with him because he's so damn intelligent. And I'm not nowhere near his level of intelligence.
Yeah.
So, like, what I want to talk about, he doesn't, or he gets so scientific with it, like
it's not even fun anymore.
It doesn't even. It's not fun. Yeah, he'll talk about. He was like, well, the reason why your brain does this and why it feels numb sometimes. I'm like, dude, I'm just telling you, I was a little tired today.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I was talking about. I'm so exhausted.
I didn't sleep, and my boss is, I think, trying to kill me.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's happening in high schools. Not my high school. That's why I stay out of all that. I never wanted to even... College and frats for me are... Would you ever get into a frat? You wouldn't, would you?
Before, like, being younger, before you know what goes on at frats, it would have been fun because in all the movies you see, at least when I was in high school, the movies weren't so negative on frat guys.
Yeah.
Like as they are now, where they make frat guys seem like they're either sexist pigs or just completely stupid.
I could see
it always
you
seems
doing
like
it.
it would have been a fun party house and basically friends you got
I'm
to
sure.
pay
Hey,
for.
listen, I'm sure there are. They are. There are some that are a blast.
Yeah. As of now, like if I was a high schooler now, I would stay away from a frat like it was going to give me herpes, which probably is going to.
You talking about it right now? Probably. I see some bubbling up.
Yeah. It sucks.
Would you get in a sorority?
No. I don't like women enough.
Yeah, I remember Angie. She wanted to get into. Well, she did. She ended up getting in a dental hygiene sorority just for her career.
That sounds like a riot right there.
My God, they sit around and talk teeth.
Yeah, let's have pillow fights and then floss.
Oh my dear God, that's actually working for me. And I go, why do you want to do that? Like, what is the point? And I don't know. She did it, and then there was another. And then this is one of my fears. All right, because I know people are so sick of me hearing this. And my wife is beautiful, and when she was in college, she's super, super beautiful. Not saying she's not super beautiful now, but she was very college beautiful. Okay, and if that makes sense, does that sound dirty?
But it sounded bad. It sounded like you should have dumped that. What does that even mean? She's college beautiful.
I don't know. I'm just
was
thinking
that
like
weird?
I was just thinking like.
Why did you take two separate words and make them dirty?
I was thinking like college. Think about God.
Just think about a young person.
In college, you think college women are pretty. My wife in college was 10 times prettier than whatever college woman that you're thinking of right now.
About porn, just say it.
Yeah, I'm talking about the dorm dares.
Dorm dares? Wait, is that a thing?
I don't know.
No, yes, you do.
I don't know.
You know. What is it?
No, I don't know.
I used to watch College F Fest. It's gone now.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, and my biggest fear was she goes into, she's like, hey, I got to go, we're meeting up with this frat. Because we're supposed to team up with a guy from a frat, and what they do is that we talk, and I don't know what the hell it was about. They're just like your frat bone buddy, I think. Yeah, it's like your frat. And I go, I'm sitting here in Detroit trying to make a flipping career so I can provide for my family. And what is this? What is she doing with her college beauty?
Getting drunk with some dude named Chaz while you avoid the family whose basement you were living in.
That's right. I hated it. That's what Tanner just said. That's very true. And I know
they called you a weirdo.
Yeah, I was the weird, but I really was. I never came out of my room, and it did stink in there.
Yeah.
I didn't want anything to do with them. He's like, hey, can you teach me to play guitar? I go, I got to go to work. And then I shut my door, and I never came out.
Yeah. You did. I like to crawl out the egress window.
And then, that was during my college time. She goes, and then she went to that was the whole time she met. Then she went back to another time they had a get together where they were supposed to give each other presents. She says up and down she doesn't remember this. And I go, bullcrap. She found out that he really liked her. Okay. And she's like, he knew that I was the man in her life. Yeah. The one and only.
The decision maker.
Yeah. And he didn't care because that's how frat guys are.
And look at you.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Do you have any college days, Jake, photos?
I hate you.
I think there might be on Angie's Facebook.
Yeah, go to Angie's. Let's find some of... Well, I know, like, you guys really haven't aged that much. Like, you found your haircut, and you're just like, that's it. Like, you don't even have a time when your hair was weird. You had either your long hair or what it is now.
Does my hair look bad? Be honest. Should I do something with it?
It works.
Okay.
That's why you've done it for the last 24 years.
I did do your look there for a while. That one where you push it over to the side.
Yeah, but it's basically the same because your hair would just naturally go back up for just a second. Why have I never seen that photo
That's
before?
high school. That's high school.
That's what you looked like
Wait a minute.
high school, you
That
dirty
can't be high
bitch.
school.
No.
She has a ring on.
No. Wait a minute. That
but
isn't.
that's a middle
Hold on.
finger ring.
That is not high school because I had my long hair and I used to wear a bandana on my morning. That had to be 2007-ish. Yeah, because that's December 2000. That's near Lake Ann, Michigan. Can we go past that real quick? By the way, you can text.
That wasn't even your long hair. That was like a partial long. Like it wasn't even that long yet. And you wore bandanas.
Text TV to 71090. I did wear bandanas and belt buckles and rings.
Well, yeah,
you gotta keep going.
I
here.
never did rings. I hated things on my fingers. It's probably why I wasn't very popular in school.
Yeah, you had a thumb ring, son. Wait! Oh no, you gotta go. You gotta keep going.
Who's that guy?
This is college.
No, this isn't college. This is definitely after college. Where that was? Oh,
that's all she has for photos.
Ball.
I guess that's what it is. Where's her MySpace?
Can't you go to albums or are these all the photos?
Go back. Yeah, go back up all the way.
Angie, do you got any college photos up there on Facebook? If you're listening,
do you have any of Chaz or Chad or Brad or whatever your
albums.
Frat husband was?
I like Sydney yesterday. I put in a one of my what do you call those flash drives into the computer? My God, can we do that? Can we come right back? Can we play these commercials and come right back to this? And we'll tell you what happened, what Sydney thinks she found, and also my college photo, and also what this dude said to my wife in college.
I'm very excited.
All right, Jake and Tanner Show. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Jake and Tanner show, Jake, Tanner, Sydney. I don't think we have photos here of anything from when we were in college. And the reason being, I know she has a box filled with them. Maybe this weekend I'll go through some and just bring them in.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she almost did with those frat guys in college. Anyway, she said, or we didn't have camera phones back then, and there was no Facebook. You know what I mean? We didn't upload anything to Facebook because there wasn't a Facebook.
You should have been rocking MySpace.
Well, no. Well,
MySpace didn't come around until
2000. For me, I didn't get it until 2007.
Seems late.
Yeah, it probably. I remember
I
being
had a MySpace.
No.
Before that,
Because I remember in 2005, someone said to me, "You got to get on MySpace. This is where the world is going now, especially if you're going to do a radio show." And that was 2005 when I was in. So I think it was right
around 2005 is when I got mine.
Well,
my
Angie
MySpace.
graduated in 2003, or she graduated in 2004, right? I don't know. I got to take interest in my wife's life.
Discover people on MySpace. I said they bring back regular MySpace.
Here, let me.
I am on it. Stephen Bartel. I know his.
By the way,
MySpace
has anybody ever been in a frat or a sorority, and was there hazing that happened? I want those stories because I want to know, because I just feel like that stuff doesn't happen, but apparently it does. Thought it only happened on like porn videos that sinners watch.
Where?
Oh, Angie might be at work, actually. I forget.
It's
Thursday.
Yeah. I'll just call her work.
Yeah, I would. She doesn't have an appointment yet, does she?
Your call has been forwarded.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure we could find some pictures. Maybe I will. Now, back to the frat thing, that the guy told her that they met. Let me recap this. She was in a work sorority, and I told her that's so stupid, pointless, you shouldn't even go in those. She wanted to. She got in that, and then they had to team up with another frat guy that became like their frat husband, you know what I mean? And you could talk to each other and stuff, and I go, that's stupid. And this is one of the reasons why he didn't like it. When I'm down in Detroit trying to make a living for my family, and she goes, no big deal. They went and they hung out. I mean, not hung out, but they partied together at a frat house. Yeah. Oh, my God. I don't even want to think about what happened.
What happened?
I don't know. And then another time they got together, she found out that he really liked her because that's just who let wife is. She's how did I describe her? College
pretty.
Yeah, college.
Just like I said, you took two words and just made them dirty.
And then he told her he got her gifts. Like they were supposed to only get like a $5 trinket or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he got her, but hold on. Angie just said going to work. Oh,
okay. Well, going to work and at work are different.
She and then he got her like $100 worth of things and said that he wanted her to be his, and she's like, "But I have a guy."
Yeah,
look at that guy.
I mean, he's
wonderful. That guy looks happy.
He lives in a couple's basement in Detroit right now.
Yeah,
because he's going to be either an actor, a radio guy, or a rapist.
Yeah. Oh, don't say it like that.
What?
A rapist?
Yeah. Isn't that everybody in your school wanted to be a rapist?
Oh, in Detroit?
Yeah.
No, that's true. And anyway, she and then he got embarrassed and apparently quit the frat or something. I'm like, good.
So you had nothing to do with it. Did you ever meet him?
I beat him up.
I just don't think that one's true.
I've never been in a fight in my life, only with myself. I punched myself a couple times in the eye when I was dating early on, Angie, and when I was like in 10th grade.
Jake, I don't think you are telling that story correctly. I think it has changed over the years. I want it to change. And if it has changed, I would like you to change it even more to fit into the scenario that I would like.
One.
Which is where you went to him and you did confront him.
You're talking about the frat guy now?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Brian. I assume his name was Brian.
Probably. It sounds like it.
And what if it turned out to be Chaz? think about this just for a second here. What if it turned out to be Chaz? And but you don't know. You weren't there. You were in Detroit. And then it got weird.
No, because he wasn't in a frat.
Maybe she made that part up to get the scent off.
No. My dad was in a fraternity in the 60s, and I remember him telling me about how they strapped a guy naked on a road sign on a median. He went to Marquette.
But at least nothing was in him.
I was in a fraternity. We did not have the type of hazing you're talking about. We were actually not allowed to drink and pledging, and there was definitely nothing sexual or violent.
That's what
the wrestlers at my high school got coat hangers up their butts.
Ah! Those sound pointy! What kind? The metal ones?
Oh, wait. My old coworker was in a frat and can't talk about it. Might need the voice changer. Voice changer's on. If you need it right now, if you call right now, we'll put you in a voice changer. If you are in a fraternity or a sorority and it got crazy like that, man, I want those stories. Because that blows my mind that you would want to be a part of that group that does certain things like that. Why? Why wouldn't you just go, yeah, I don't need this. I'm going to walk out now because I don't want that to happen.
But fraternities and stuff used to look really good on job
resume, like you were through with the community and
yeah, it used to be like, oh, well, that's a prestige. Look at who else came out of that fraternity, which I don't know why that matters, but
yeah, that's not going to help.
Either way, I mean, if you look at it this way, if say it's like, you know what, I could get a 6-figure job right out of college,
sure,
but all you got to do, okay,
I'm listening.
Jake, put yourself in this scenario.
Okay, I'm going to.
I will give you a 6-figure salary per year.
Sure.
But for one weekend, you have to get blackout drunk and put pine cones in your butt. You going to do it? It's only 2 days. 2-day weekend, not even a 3-day weekend.
So you're saying, yeah, I probably was
$100,000.
Because that's more money than at that time. It's just like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Just starting off, you could be making millions of dollars.
And plus, you may think
running a company. It's like, you know what? I guess I could take a pine cone and a pooper for that.
My thing is just I hate anything and everything to do with frats.
I think you just hate people, being around them. And living in a house with other guys that are guys.
Wait, you have to live in the house?
Yeah.
You do?
And that's how it is in the movies. You got to live in the house.
You have to, but...
What do you know? College dropout?
But there is an option.
Kidding.
Speaking of, Jake's trying to convince me to do that.
I am.
No, we said that when we hired her,
so
finish
what does it matter?
Your marketing degree
what is
so
it?
we
She
can
doesn't
use
produce any. What does it matter?
That is true. You should probably still finish your...
She learns what we teach her anyway.
You should finish it just because that marketing stuff could probably help us out. We're not very good at marketing.
How many more do you have?
You only got like a semester left, right?
See, she could take what she learns already and market. You know what I mean? If there's only like a semester left.
I've pretty much taken all of like the course classes, like the marketing ones. Like pretty much my only ones are like math and, boring ones.
See, there you go. She already knows what she's got to know. What's a piece of paper going to do? I guess we could hang it in here.
Validation.
We should hang our stuff in here. I
have nothing.
We could make it.
Yeah.
The crayon.
Yeah.
How much do you still owe, or do you got that all paid up?
Nope, I'm still owe. On one semester.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, no, you guys. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Hang on, I got to say things. A lot of things. Goodwill, the original Halloween headquarters for generations of trick-or-treaters. Shop any of the 27 Goodwill stores for a huge selection of costumes and decor. How many more? Okay. It is the Jake and Tanner Show. More of it. Oh, Jennifer Aniston on Howard Stern talking about a Friends reunion. What? And also, if horror villains had a Tinder profile.
Horror villains?
Horror villains. Talk about it next. Oh, hey, Goodwill, the original Halloween headquarters for generations of trick-or-treaters. When you shop Goodwill for Halloween, you support hours of job training and opportunities. Hey, go up to that Iron Man picture. Show Tanner. Sydney's like, I'm going to show Tanner this. Because my kid was Iron Man for Halloween one year. Hey, it's Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney.
And Captain America.
Yeah, he used to wear that Captain America mask everywhere.
He did. He took it everywhere with him. 866-916-0959. Ewart Pest Control text line 71090.
I really like Iron Man, too.
Hey, it's three people in this room. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show. And my God, I've never met an intelligent fly before, but my God, did I. Yesterday, he kept messing with me. I would take a nap, and he kept landing on my face. And then when I was up, I couldn't find him. And I was finally up, and my TV was on, and I was trying to watch something. And that fly just did this. In between me and the TV, flying in the same spot. Like, why wouldn't it zoom off?
I don't know, because it hates you. But I got chased by a bee. Like, not even just like a bee was there.
Yeah.
It chased me.
That's Tanner, by the way, the other host of the show.
It sucked. It really did.
Sid.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I really need to get a new wallet.
Angie had bangs there. That's my nightmare. When she came home, I was like, oh, geez. I actually said, you look like your mom. And she went, oh, that's what I wanted to hear. I feel really bad about that. Anyway, if you always text TV to 7.
That's what you feel bad about?
I feel because she was really, really upset about that.
But I can think of like 3 other things that you've said to her that even I said was like, I wouldn't have said that.
Wait, what?
I think...
Why do men hate bangs?
I don't mind them on some women.
It works on some women. It works on Zoe Deschanel. It really does.
I just don't like her.
But don't you hate your wife's bangs?
I
and
do
my
too.
sister's husband hates her
bangs. Yeah, you don't
bangs.
like Kayla's bangs.
No,
I'm not a big fan of Angie's bangs.
I don't like Kayla gets bangs when she has short hair. And I just don't like short hair.
Yeah.
And I think bangs come with short hair. So maybe that's why I don't like bangs that much, but I like them on Zoe Deschanel, but Zoe Deschanel has long hair with her bangs. So I guess I don't know.
Hey, so Jennifer Aniston was on Howard Stern this week. So you're going to hear Howard's voice and hers, and he's asking her about Friends.
We just had dinner this week.
Of course.
Last,
What
on
else
Saturday
The whole
night.
gang?
Yeah, the whole gang.
True.
Everyone was there.
Everyone was there.
Why? Is that something that is unusual or
No, it's just Schwimmer was in town, and we all happened to have a window of time, so we all got
love
together. So did we.
You really like them?
Oh my God, we laughed so hard.
No one
Yes.
in that crew annoyed you?
Not one.
Really?
Lightning in a bottle.
Where'd you guys have dinner? Where can you go
Courts.
Oh.
Courtney's.
at her house?
Hmm?
Anything go down that you need to tell us?
No.
Did anyone get naked? No.
There's the Howard.
Howard Stern, even at his core, is a pervert.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone get naked? No.
Nobody got naked. It was very civilized, but we just laughed a lot.
Do you feel like you're on the set of Friends again in a way?
We all miss it every day.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, I would think you don't even look back on that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Did you
I can
hear
name,
her
like,
say
three
that?
I can name like 3 of them that,
There's
of
no-
course, they miss it.
Did you hear that, though? She said, we all miss it. And that's the exact reason, is because they thought they were all going to go to movie careers after this.
Yeah.
And it happened a little bit for Aniston. Matthew Perry can't get a TV sitcom to save his life.
He
Schwimmer
probably can't even remember what it was like to be on Friends.
to be honest. Schwimmer, by the way, wanted to be a movie star.
A real actor.
That failed.
He was the one that, like, Hollywood was like, you're going to be the actor. Like, you're going to be it. Like, out of Friends, you're going to be the famous one.
Turned down Men in Black, Will Smith's part.
Well, yeah, because then they were probably going to get a black actor to play Tommy Lee. I wonder who that would have been.
Man, and then you got Matt LeBlanc is doing right now he's doing okay. He has TV shows.
He's got 2 now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's because he's letting himself age.
Yeah. I like what
No,
you just said,
it's
though.
because I think the rest of us let him age, finally.
Maybe because Courtney Cox she does not want to get older.
No.
Jennifer Aniston doesn't really age.
She hasn't aged. That's the issue with her.
Yeah, man.
But like the rest of the world has kind of accepted the fact that Matt LeBlanc has aged.
She is,
but also
they're
men
saying
age better.
They're saying
It sucks.
they miss it every day. Yeah, because that was the 10 years of their highlight of their career.
Yeah,
I would say. Now
course it
Howard
was.
asked this.
I would be nothing without it.
Would you do it if they offered you a shitload of money? And I know to get you out of bed, we got to offer you a shitload of money. Would you do a like a reunion show, like where everyone's now like older and we find out what happened? If I come up with some major dough for you, what would it take for me to get you back in that role?
I don't think not much. I honestly think we would love it. I really think there is an idea that if there is a reboot of the show, it won't be even close to as good as what it was. So why do it?
It would ruin it.
It would ruin it.
And
That's
the legacy
my
is everything,
opinion on
right?
it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is, and that's what she keeps saying. Do you think there will be in the future? At one point, like,
Yes.
I do too. I
But
really, really
What's
do.
her face said? Aniston said, we can't do it right now. Everybody looks the same. Like, everybody just looks a little bit older. Like, it's not as fun.
Can you find two things here, if we can continue with this topic? Can you find that text that just said, did you see the interview Jennifer Aniston talk down about superhero movies? And do you have the audio from
I have
Robert Downey Jr. talking about...
I'm pretty sure he doesn't swear in it.
No, I don't think so.
So I can
if he
get it
does, we got a
quick.
dump button really quick.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese, I always have trouble with his name. Recently, in an interview, stated that he tried doing the whole superhero movie, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't think it's cinema. But this is a guy that came from, Goodfellas, The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, Casino, Gangs in New York, those type
They're
of
two
movies where
different genres.
the ones that I'm talking about right there that I named are really my type of movies.
Yes.
I mean, they're very talky, they're very artsy, they're very character driven. Now, I don't want to talk bad about the superhero movies because you would argue that it is character driven in a different way. You know what I mean?
It's not as intense. It's not as dark. I feel like in your opinion, for a movie to be good, it has to be dark.
For me,
Yes.
yeah, I really do.
And
it has to have like this.
It has to
grit
be
to it. Like,
yeah.
have you ever watched Killing Me Softly?
No, it sounds sad.
Oh, it is so flippin'. To me, that is a movie.
But it's not. I mean, you don't have to have a gritty, sad, depressing movie for it to be a good movie.
And Martin went on to say that he didn't get it. He doesn't understand it. Well, he got attacked by a lot of people because, to be honest, we are in a boat of very unpopular opinions because the mass majority of the world love the S out of these Marvel movies, and also they are demolishing competition.
But like, I guess the difference or the thing is that with you guys, in your opinion, of thinking that they're not great movies, you're not just saying it's not my type. They're like Scorsese and a couple of other people are saying it's ruining Hollywood.
Well,
it's ruining everything. Ethan Hawke,
but listen,
said it's this is the worst thing that could
Now
possibly
listen,
happen
but
to movies.
But I agree a little bit what they're saying because I get it. Hollywood is a business, and if they're making whatever they're making, billions of dollars, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
But I think some movies that I consider amazing art or cinema or whatever are not getting made because all the money is going to Robert Downey Jr. to be in a suit. Does that make sense? So those movies that I really like, they're pushed into the back burner, and some of them are probably getting ignored. That could be really great Pulp Fiction-y Quentin Tarantino movies. To me, in my head.
Could be.
Now, somebody said, Jake, you'd like Joker. That's super dark. But I don't even consider that like a Marvel. I don't consider that like a superhero movie.
It is a super. Yeah, it's barely. It's a superhero movie. It is. I mean, it's gonna be.
I'd like to say too.
It's in that genre. It's gonna be there. Even I said though, I hope Joaquin Phoenix never does it again.
No, he is. Apparently, there are more coming. Martin and me are in a world too where. Especially Martin, you didn't grow up with this stuff. Like, this was right in your wheelhouse, man. Like with all these Iron Mans and
well, like
whatnot.
I said, I think Because there are people your age that like them, but
I
those
know.
people your age read the comics.
True, and I never did.
And you never read the comics. So if you got to read the comics and then now you're watching your childhood come to life on the big screen, this would be a big deal for you.
Go back to the interview. Let me just read it really quick. She said, you're seeing what's available out there, and it's diminishing in terms of its big Marvel movies. Aniston told this to Variety magazine, or things that I'm not just asked to do are really that interested in living in a green screen. Well, I'm going to be honest. That is probably super difficult acting. And I'm not being a jerk about that. I really probably think, God, that's a whole different type of acting.
Yeah.
To react to green screens. She added that the movie business has changed so much. I think we would love to have that era of Meg Ryan come back. I just think it would be nice to go into a movie theater, sit cozy. I think we should have this resurgence. Let's get the term of endearments back. Or, Heaven Can Wait, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, Goodbye Girl. Go down real quick. Let me see if there's any more. She's just saying that it's so much action. I don't know what her argument is.
She just wants the romantic comedies back, I think.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm here for it.
But anybody
But I do
else,
like Marvel movies, so.
I don't...
Yeah, but what is your point? Like, why do you like them?
Why?
Yeah.
They're entertaining. I don't know.
Yeah, but have you ever, would you like a Killing Me Softly?
Oh,
no, I don't.
What is
think
Killing?
so. I've never seen it.
I like those movies. I really like Joker, and that's right up your alley. I love Pulp Fiction. I write it down as one of the best movies ever made.
See, I'm like doing Beatles or Elvis. You only get to pick one genre. You got the movie. I think that's what it's called.
So
by the way, Brad, this is Brad's movie, but he's in it very
little.
Wait, maybe it's not Killing Me Softly. Wait! Everybody hang on!
Killing Me Softly film right there.
No,
it's a 2002 British-American erotic thriller.
No, that's not.
That seems
definitely
like what
not
you
it.
like.
God.
You said Brad Pitt?
Yeah. Now this is going to bother me because I really want you, like Jesse James. My God, if you watch that. Killing Them Softly. Sorry. It's Killing Them Softly. It's a slower movie, but.
And I don't mind movies like that. I don't. But I like this
popism.
new. Because I said this even before the whole Marvel thing happened. I like TV shows better than I like movies because I like character growing.
See, I like
better.
this.
I like watching a character grow over a long period of time instead of trying to fit the entire character inside of an hour and a half or 2 hours.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying.
So that's what you got? Dishwashing gloves? We're gonna look like a bunch of amateurs.
This is Killing Them Softly. Tell me if you guys would like this.
It's what you asked me to get you. It's gonna kill everybody in the room.
Mark Trapman's game was hit a couple nights ago.
Give it all up, nobody gets hurt. It's only money.
So where do we go from here? We start with Trapman. They are not gonna okay anything major here. What does that mean? They just want you to talk to him.
Hey, what's going on? Hey!
Talk to him. Shove him around a little. Don't hurt him too badly, because they don't want him hurt.
That's not the camera work.
Let's have a beer.
We got the 2 kids.
Very character
I
development.
just knocked over this guy's game for $100K. I don't know what it is with these guys. They can't keep their mouth shut about nothing.
Goes up like a bonfire. I love it.
So who's gonna do it? You? I didn't make you for that one. New York.
See, I like it.
So what? You want me to do a double?
Somebody said I'm a huge Marvel fan, but I'm not the biggest fan of movies. So you know that you like garbage movies.
I come in here every day.
You know, I want it. Oh, hang on. Hold up. This is such a powerful scene.
If you guys know me.
Oh, that scene is so good.
You're in a position very few guys ever get in. You have choices.
Look, I don't know if I can do this.
You know,
You made a mistake. And you gotta make
there is
things
some. We don't get to watch. I don't know how entertaining that is in the car, but I will tell you, that movie is outstanding.
It looks good.
But I want to say this with your Marvel movies, it would be very, very exciting because when I was in my early 20s, Lord of the Rings was major. Okay,
Yeah.
This is a big deal. Which, by the way, I tried watching the second one the other day.
2 Towers.
It's the technology. You can tell a little bit, and I went, wow, this is not aging all of a sudden.
Yeah,
with me.
you don't remember it as being bad CGI when it was the best CGI out there.
Now, it would be exciting to go. I was pumped when I knew the Twin Towers was in a year, and I got to look forward to that. That would be fun. You know what I mean? Like your Marvel movies, you know that this was coming out, and that's exciting.
Well, like I said, it's a whole, like, this is a new thing that they've kind of done where they made this. Like, the theories were always there that movies were connected. Like the theory of all Quentin Tarantino movies are connected because of the cigarettes, because they all smoke the same
in the same
brand of
world.
cigarettes.
You're saying,
like, it's all the same place,
right?
But like TV shows like Breaking Bad, when you get to watch this character develop over years of time and more than just an hour and a half or 2 hours.
See, now I wish they would do that in a movie that wasn't flying around in a suit.
See, and I think you're such a snob.
No, you're not. He's not being mean about that. No, it's true.
And I don't think that you'll ever just let yourself enjoy it because you think down on people like that.
I do, and I don't know if I think down. I just think it's, maybe a little.
No, you think down because it's the same way that I look at people who like the Fast and the Furious movies. I understand why you like them, but now at this point, they're just stupid. And even people who have watched them for a really long time will say, like, I really liked the first couple. Now they're dumb, but I've put time into them. It's like The Walking Dead.
I get that. Because those have been going on for. I just can't believe what it. I mean, those movies destroy competition. I mean, if you have a movie like this, Killing Them Softly is amazing. This is such a great movie with great character development, with great camera work and everything. If this went out the same time as Endgame or whatever, nobody would have went and watched this, and that's sad because you want to watch people float in the universe.
But do you think more people would have? Do you think this movie would have done better? Like, do you honestly think that the general public would have liked this movie to the point where it could have made $100 million?
Oh, hell no. Because it's so artsy. Because there could have been. Because what I'm saying is the 15,000 that would have avoided this movie because they want to watch Iron Man maybe would have watched this and went, oh, that's a great movie. I just think some are getting ignored. Somebody said here, I think perfectly created. Oh, hold on. Do you agree with this? I think the reason people like Marvel movies so much is because they're entertaining without having to put thought into it. Those darker dramas require a lot of investment and engagement.
There is something to be said about that. Where
these are exhausting.
Yeah, but
it's a lot of action, but also kind of funny.
Yeah. See,
what are you commenting on?
I think she was.
Oh, okay.
I think she was like I did watch Thor. Well, which one did I watch?
Thor Ragnarok, and you really enjoyed it.
That was funny. Yes. I took my son, and that was a funny thing. And I would like to experience that with my kid. That would be fun to get excited with your kid when he got to be an age to be able to get really excited about those, and I'd get excited with them. That would be fun. Somebody said, "Are you guys excited about the Breaking Bad movie coming out Friday?" I'm a little bit. Friday? I think so.
I'm afraid of it, but I think it'll be fine. Does that make sense?
Somebody said, I think they perfectly casted all the Marvel characters, I think all the movies are the same. A bunch of action, some funny punchlines, and good acting, but they're all the same. I don't know.
It's the dumbest statement I've literally ever heard. You could say that about any drama. They're all the same. There's good acting, there's some action, there's some talking, and then you're gonna be sad at the end.
Maybe the beginning ones were.
With what? Marvel movies?
Yeah, because I just got on. I typed this in yesterday because I wondered if we were going to talk about this. Yeah. Because I saw you send over.
Yeah, the Robert Downey
Jr. thing. So I was like, I got to see about if anybody's on my. I have the unpopular opinion, not only in this room but in the entire world.
Yes, they are more.
But what I was saying, that argument, I read that in like this Reddit thread that. Everybody, but I don't think they've watched them as much as you have. But they've all said that.
Yeah, they all said, they're all the same. And that is the argument for anything you don't understand but want to be mad about. Does that make sense? Like, it's just saying, it's all the same. It's just, you do this, they're super cool.
Yeah.
Everything's that way. You could generalize anything that way. You could say all radio's the same. They play a song and then they stop down and they talk for a minute about either their lives or they talk longer than that and then they go back into something else. It's all the same.
Kind of. You're not wrong.
I saw that one thing on Radio Peeps that I laughed really hard about, and it was like 5 years experience, or why the caption was why the typical DJ is terrible.
Okay, this is perfect.
And it was like 2 years of broadcasting college and 5 years of experience, and then they crack the mic and say, "What's your favorite pie?"
That is what you do.
Yeah.
When you begin in radio, I kid you not, those are the topics.
Well, even if you don't begin in radio, you'll still have the people come out, and it's just the same bit over and over and over again.
I used to do this, and I think, and a lot of radio people still do this. They let the listeners make the content.
Yeah.
Just like that. What's your favorite pie? And then they have the listeners do it.
Yeah.
That's
well,
bad
especially
radio.
if you're alone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're alone, it's not necessary. It's not bad. It's what you have to deal with.
Okay, we got to get out of here. So okay, by the way, one person said, hey, what was that movie trailer? Killing Them Softly. You need to go watch it. Goodwill, the original Halloween headquarters for generations of trick-or-treaters. Shop any of the 27 Goodwill stores for a huge, huge, huge selection of costumes and decor. All right, on the way. We got to give away some Green Bay Fear tickets. I want to go through these. Oh, we should go through these horror movies possibly. And if horror villains had dating profiles.
Ooh.
I think we'll talk about this. That's funny. We're going through pictures right now on my Facebook. Like, we're trying to get to... Angie takes a ton of photos on her Facebook. And now we're into... I don't know. I think Sid said the early 2000s here.
No, we're in 2011.
2011.
We're not even in the early 2000s.
And she said... she goes, I've never seen Angie look so 2000s in this picture. Off-the-shoulder shirt, whatever she's got underneath, a skirt or whatever. And I went, do you know, because you're not there yet, you're going to say that. You're going to, like, 15, 20 years, you're going to be like, look what I was wearing. But right now, you're just in it.
Yeah.
You're just in it.
It's normal now, and it'll be stupid later.
Isn't that funny? Why do styles change? Like, really, honestly, why? What is it? Why? Can somebody explain that? Tanner, you're good at this. Make it work out in my brain.
What do you mean?
Like, why is it that Sydney goes, God, that was early 2000s, and, like, you wouldn't wear that stuff? Why wouldn't you? Because
style and the times change. It's the same reason why you wouldn't wear something from the 60s now.
Yeah, why, though? Like, I mean, I wonder why it looks just like why trends go, ugh. I can't believe you were wearing leather bracelets. Like, in my time, like, early 2000s, I was wearing a belt buckle, flare jeans. I had rings on my finger, and I had a leather bracelet watch. You know those thick leather bracelet watches? Why would, if I started wearing that today, you guys would look at me like I was trash?
Because companies and designers need to change things up so they feel new, and also so you can't wear the same thing for the rest of your life, and you have to keep buying the new style.
Is that like, because why did flare jeans go away and then skinny jeans came in? Like, why? Like, why is that a
models
thing?
started doing it because companies wanted you to buy more jeans.
So, but in my brain, I look at that like, I can't wear flare jeans. That looks gross.
Yeah, because
now I look
the
at
style
it.
has changed. Because
Yeah, but-
everybody else isn't.
So, is that getting warped in my mind?
Yes. It's the feeling of wanting to be a part and not wanting to be an outlier. You still don't want to be different from everybody else. If everybody else is turned on flare jeans, well, then you don't want to be the guy that still is on flare jeans.
That's weird, man. How that...
It's just a way to make money. They want to add new clothes, so then you have to change your style and get a whole new wardrobe.
What was your... you weren't the leather bracelet... That wasn't your era, was?
Not really. I don't know. The 2010s, did that even have a style? The early or the late 2000s?
Were you 20s then?
The late 2000s and the
that's
teens?
funny. Did it? Yeah, maybe, but you got to go maybe another 20 years.
If I go back 10 years,
I don't know.
People look the same.
Sydney,
to me, like there's nothing different.
Yeah, you got to probably get a little older. Yeah,
if I go back
Sydney,
to 2000,
it's funny.
yeah.
You're right into it. This is like, you're in it right now. This is your style.
Yeah.
Nothing's old to you right now besides old people and their style. But think about that. One of these days, you're going to go, I'll be dead and gone.
Yeah.
Tanner will be homeless, and he'll be a meth head. You'll have your own radio show with new people. You'll still call it the Jake and Tanner Show. And you're going to be like, I remember them talking about this. But you're only 24 in my head at this time. So this is all this is happening in the next few years.
Oh.
But that's funny that you're going to say that. Because I never thought...
Everybody does.
Well, I never thought I was, but I'm getting to that point now where I'm getting older. I'm just getting old, and it's weird to think that I have been doing radio for 15 years. That is unbelievable for me to say.
Yeah.
Not getting any better than it. But I'm just saying, it's because I think we always say we started the show 7 years ago. So I'm always thinking that I've only been doing radio 7.
Yeah.
Which I kind of have. This is when it kind of took off when we started putting the show together. But I've actually been doing it now for a while. Flare jeans, were those your things?
Boot cut?
Boot cut, not
really.
flare?
No.
Jenko jeans, were those your things?
No.
Do you know about those?
Yes. I know what they are.
Were people in your school wearing those?
No, because I'm pretty sure Jenko jeans, did they make them? Because I was in elementary school until the year 2000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
So,
for the record, I would totally wear flare jeans if they sold them in stores. Hell yeah, you would. We should team up. Boom, let's get some thumb rings too. We'll start a club. What was you did you guys do the leather watch bracelets?
Maybe.
Belt buckles.
I lived in a town where overalls are still in fashion.
You said somebody wants to know our ages. I'm 38. Tanner's 29. No, 28. Sid is 21. 90s are coming back. High waist jeans, scrunchies, crop tops. Somebody said.
It is. Yeah. I mean, styles make a comeback. They do. Because now you don't have to think hard and people can make money on it.
I like the 70s look for some reason.
I don't think you do. Go back. Go look up the 70s look.
70s men's style. I hope it's just shag turtlenecks with bell bottoms. Well, not that. You got to go do jeans. Look at that. Look at. No, I want jeans. I don't want those.
Oh, these.
Yeah, like that. Look at that guy in the left. I could totally rock that.
No, you couldn't. You wouldn't look good in that.
How did everything just fit them so well?
Yeah.
Well, they have that now.
It's like it's painted on them. What a good statement.
I could never buy jeans that fit me this well, ever. It just wouldn't happen.
Oh, look at those short shorts. I love everything that's happening. I love that mustache.
Oh, my God. Look at that bulge, dude.
Yeah. We were showing it off, man, in the 70s.
It's hanging below the... That's why they had to hug so tight to his thighs. That thing was hanging out.
Somebody said, I'm 8 years older than my brother. I'm Tanner's age, and I remember him wearing Jenko jeans. Yeah, that's probably me, because I wore Jenko jeans. They sold them at Target for cheap, and they were really baggy jeans.
What did you just say? You were 8 years older than your brother, and you remember him?
I'm sorry. I should have... That was a text. Not me.
No, I know, but they remember their brother...
Wearing Jenko jeans. He's your age.
Oh! Yeah, we didn't have those in my school.
Remind me to show you something off air.
Okay.
Okay. We can jump back into real stuff. We do have a phone rodeo on the way, because that's what we do.
Ooh.
Also, let's see if we can teach you slang.
It's about time.
Tell you what a Crisco girl is.
I still think it's just a fat... whatever that thing is.
We'll talk about it next. Jake and Tanner Show. Yeah, man, reminiscing here, nostalgia going through the Facebook pictures. We're at my first house that we bought, and I just remember you could get a lot of house for, it's not Ozaki County. Man, that county that I live in sucks for buying houses.
Yeah, it does.
You get a little house for a lot of money there in Lake Ann, Michigan. You could get hell, I think that house was only 142. Not bad.
Yeah.
I liked it for our first home anyway. We'd probably still be there. We'd probably be way down. Oh, God. There's a hot tub off to the side.
Ooh, nice.
You had a nice deck, it looks like? Or
No,
is
that was the
yard?
hot tub deck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, you are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake and Tanner and Sydney. There's the front room right there. Living room, kitchen.
That kitchen looks nice.
Yeah, it was. White stuff. Now we're painting our things white, which is just a wreck.
Kitchen was ahead of its time.
It was. I could move back into that house. Really good.
Yeah.
I'm not the, we really like where we live. Mm-hmm. As in, we like the neighborhood and we like the cul-de-sac. Mm-hmm. But I like this stuff in this first house better than I like the house. Our house is kind of outdated right now, and painting it is awful because we're painting it and we're not professional painters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can see stuff if you get real close, and it is a pain in the A to do, and you don't really want to do it. Pam, Angie's parents just redid their cupboards, resurfaced them.
Yeah.
$5,000 to do all that in their kitchen. That is unbelievable.
That's where that inheritance is going.
Yeah, right?
Tell you
Gonna
that.
be moving. Anyway, I don't know if I said this, Jake, Tanner, Sydney. I did now. Oh, crap. Can you pull up a phone rodeo, Sid, or you? While I talk slang really quick, because I got to do one of those. I want to get those things a little familiarized before we do the Jake and Tanner experience. What happened? Are you bummed out, Tanner? Are you sick?
He still doesn't feel that great.
You seem sad now.
I said that before.
Are you sad? What's the
Not
matter?
sad.
What's the matter, big boy?
I'm fine.
You want me to talk sexy to you?
No.
I can.
Not even a little.
I can whisper stuff to you. I can do this with my tongue.
I don't want that. Nobody asked for that.
All right. Hi, who's this? What is your name? Oh, really? That's fun. Really? Do you think that? You think people in the car were like, I can't hear them. What is he saying?
I know that it's pointless because I think people in... Never mind, I'm just going to get myself in trouble.
Wait, what?
The phone calls on the podcast sound like absolute trash. Because
Do they
are
really?
So quiet.
Hi, who's this?
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Wait a minute. Why are people... Hi, why are you calling? Do they really? Hello?
What did we say?
I don't know.
Why is nobody talking to us?
I don't know.
I had 3 phone lines light up. What did I say? I can say this really quick. Goodwill, your original Halloween headquarters for generations of trick-or-treaters. When you shop Goodwill for Halloween, you support hours of job training and opportunities. Sydney, this is right up your wheelhouse. Tell me what a Visco girl is. V as in Visco, S as in Cisco, C as in Co, O as in O. Visco. What is a Visco girl?
Like, what does it stand for? That's what I want to know. I know what they...
It stands for something?
I don't know what it stands for.
Wow, I might look that
Well,
up.
it has
really
no
quick.
vowels, so it's not a real word. It's those girls that have the hydro flasks and then the scrunchies, and they go...
Oh, I think I understand this.
Hold on, I'll let you know if you do because I know what that means. For a young, usually white woman who posts trendy pictures of herself edited on the app. It's edited on the app Visco. It's a
I don't
Visco
even
app.
have that app.
Oh.
Okay.
So now nobody can call me one.
By the way, this goes on to say I directly remember Mom in our generation asking what in the world we're talking about. We giggled and rolled our eyes. Our parents are like totally so lame. They don't understand it. If our parents ever tried to speak our language, they would have been met with a gag me with a spoon. You know what I mean? So it's weird that we're just talking about fashions. This is the same thing. Mm-hmm. These things will go out of trend. You're going to look back at 15 years from now and you're going to go, look at that. We used to call ourselves basic white girls.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what a lot of kids right now are saying.
Because I heard somebody say hydro flasks, and it's the ending syllables in hydro flasks. So I think that might be it. But I also absolutely no clue.
I don't know where it came from, but this says the
You
origin.
just said you were gonna. Oh,
Well, this says the origin is anybody's guess, but from little internet research and questioning of actual teens, it's equivalent of laughing uncontrollably or the new OMG as a quick response to anything.
I hate that.
I do
nobody
too.
actually says it, right?
I don't think so, but
How about does anybody know? Apparently, this is a thing. Spill the tea.
oh, spill the tea,
I
sis.
don't know what that means.
Yeah,
That means
right there.
tell the truth. Like, what's the gossip?
To
What's
ask
the
them what the-
411?
What the 411 is.
What has everybody been
Can
up to?
I ask you something, Sydney? And maybe you can answer me this too, Tanner. How is it she knows all this stuff, but we have trouble with it? Why?
Because she just got out of high school.
But
and
you're
she
not.
still
Are you
talks
hanging
to
out
her
with
friends?
Is that what it is? Are you hanging out with
She
people that
lives
do
at
this?
home yet, and her sisters are her best friends, so she still lives with people that are in it.
So is that like you're a lot of people you hang out with are going.
I don't know anybody who goes.
Do you know people that say spill the tea or call you baby worms?
I
still pisses
spill the
me off.
tea
It's not
came
even,
from like a drag queen thing, and I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, which is the
there
only
it
reason
is.
why I know.
That's why you know, because you're still watching those type of shows. Like
Yeah.
I don't even watch TV. I don't even have it. I got Netflix. I
Well,
just got Hulu.
Watch it on the app. It really sucks. There's a lot of commercials.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
the only show you don't even sucks. There's commercials. You never lived in a world with commercials.
Oh, get her, Tanner! Get her!
Sucks. There's a lot of commercials. It's like 90 seconds of commercials. It used to be 4 to 7 minutes worth of commercials that you just got to sit through.
To get to it, yeah,
It
that is
sucks
funny.
so hard.
I didn't even catch that. That is a thing that you have never experienced.
Like, yeah, I get it. Commercials suck, but they're awesome compared to what they used to be. Mm-hmm. I still watch live TV every now and then, but I'm only watching shows that I started watching before streaming services. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Or like,
no, I get it.
I'm watching shows that I've been watching for a long time. It's not like I'm getting excited for new shows, but I have my rules. I don't watch shows that are under 3 seasons.
It is crazy to think, Lo, when I started watching Hulu, or This Is Us on Hulu, it does suck hard that there's a commercial that pops up because I'm so
90 seconds.
Right, it's only a minute and a half, but I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
I want my entertainment now.
You can pay an extra $3 a month to have no commercials on Hulu.
You know, you said, I actually really like Hulu now.
Hulu's not bad.
They have movie. I didn't realize they had movies on
Yeah,
there.
the movies kind of suck.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear my neck? Did everybody hear that?
Yeah, it's
That was loud.
What about SHIP? SHIP.
Oh, that one's really old, but
It
it's
is?
like some people would say that they ship Jake and Tanner because it's like they want you guys to be in a relationship.
That's old?
Oh, wow.
It's kind of old, yeah.
I get that now. So it'd be like, hey, we're in a ship.
It's kind of more like something that like you say about a celebrity.
So they're in a ship.
So like if you're watching The Office, you're like, "Oh, I totally ship Jim and Pam," because you want them to be in a relationship.
Oh, so it'd be like, oh, I want them to ship it out.
Yeah.
That sounds dirty.
That's some dumb ship.
Yeah, I like that. That makes more sense to me.
Speaking of Visco girls, this is my painted hydro flask.
So that's what a Visco girl is you give me a hydro flask?
Well, I painted it.
Why?
It's orange.
Why even you have too much time on your hands. You should start making us a website. I mean, what are you doing? Also, my nephew said this, and it was about YouTube, and it was maybe a year or two, and it made me really upset. So it's probably not even anywhere near trendy right now. But he said, "Oh, how many subs do you have to his wife?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, I'm just asking how many subscriptions. I go, "Why the hell didn't you just say how many subscribers do you have?" Yeah, how many subscribers? Why say subs? Like, why? Because you're making me think of how many subs.
Was this around your fat time?
Maybe. Yeah, you're probably right on that. Yeah.
You got it more.
Angie just said something because I said, you said something, Sydney, a while ago, and then Angie was like, she went on to do a different, it's one of your words that you use, and it's really hard for us to figure out sometimes what you're talking about. Any young people. And then finally, lit, but I think everybody knows what lit is.
Yeah, that's not even new. I'm pretty sure people don't even say that anymore.
I think Drake does.
Does he?
I think so.
Like, legitimately you say it, or do you say it ironically? Because I've always said it ironically.
I think it started off ironically, but now
No,
it's just
it's a
something I
thing.
say, unfortunately.
I have these are my 90s slang, and I want to know if you this was back in my day that were popular, and tell me if you guys have heard it. All that in a bag of chips. Sid, have you heard that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was something that was said. That's really long.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a different time. Now you're taking subscriber, which is a 3-syllable word, and turning it into a 1-syllable word. And you were taking just words and just adding a bunch.
Kick him to the curb. That was a big slang. Oh, home skillet. I remember that one.
I remember that.
It's about time you got here, home skillet. Talk to the hand was a
Mine
big
was
one.
always home slice.
It's home slice.
The I Love Boobies bracelets.
The what?
Tanner probably knows.
Once again, that was
That was like
that
early
only
2000s. Or
Nah,
2010s.
probably
About 10 years ago?
2010.
What was I Love Boobies?
It was for breast cancer. You could get bracelets
Is
like
it the
the
same?
Live Strong bracelet.
There it was. That's the
Yeah.
one I remember. The Live
Yeah.
Strong.
I remember Live Strong.
How about as if? Talk to the hand was a big one in my time.
Yeah. Talk to
man.
the hand because the face don't want to hear.
That's right. Booyah! That was a big one.
Booyah.
Scrub.
You don't want none.
Oh, not was a really good one. I remember people saying that a lot.
You
when
look
we were
good
in-
today. Not.
Yeah. Oh, that's just mean.
Yeah, see?
That just hurts. Fart knocker. Yeah, I remember that one.
Is that
I'm not going anywhere with that fart knocker.
was that was that
We
slang
gotta
for
write
was
that
that
down.
slang for a gay guy?
No, it's just a
Fart.
fart knocker. It's just he's a D-bag.
Yeah, but he's knocking on
Oh, D-bag's probably
he's
another one that I just
knocking
used.
on farts. Is that
No,
just
I
a
don't
weird
know.
slang
It's
term?
it's a Beavis and Butthead.
Oh.
I'm not going anywhere with that fart knocker. Remember that. We got to say that. Monet. You actually think he's hot? You better look again. He's a total Monet.
Monet.
That was in Clueless
Oh.
because Far Away looks good, up close, total wreck.
Oh my God! In this one, when that stupid Budweiser commercial with those frogs came out, everybody was going, what was this? What was the thing? Was that thing? Oh my God! That was a thing for a few months. Every year.
Isn't that a Budweiser commercial?
I remember it from Scary Movie.
Yeah.
I thought that was what the meme was from.
No, it was a
No.
Budweiser commercial.
Oh.
Don't Crunk was another one for us.
Yeah, you got to understand, like, before the internet and other things, our memes all came to us through
commercials?
Ads,
through
yeah,
Scary
but-
Movie. Like,
Oh,
that's where
that's funny, yeah.
like Scary Movie and Not Another Teen Movie. That's where the young people would take things that they thought were funny and then present it to us. They couldn't just hit post and
What a
turn it into
different
a
world.
meme. So we had to wait for a movie to come out to make fun of things.
That's Fly. Fly was one. Whatever. Hella. Getting jiggy because of Will Smith.
Jiggy with it.
Bugging out. That was a big one. Oh crap! Do you have
Totally
a phone rodeo?
I do. Do we have enough time?
Let me see. This how long is it?
3 minutes and 23 seconds.
3 minutes. No, we don't. We'll play it in the next segment, or we'll play it in the 8 o'clock hour because I
Somewhere.
want maybe.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
I don't know. It says glitter and chia pets.
Perfect. We'll do. Oh yeah, I think I do remember. That's a funny one. Open up a can of Whoop-A. You Go Girl was big, and that's the last one. What a weird time.
Yeah.
I do not miss the 90s. Miss the early 2000s and the 70s, and I wasn't even part of the 70s.
I like the 90s. 90s were cool.
Take from Jake and Tanner. We do have how much money we're giving away?
I believe $40.
$40 today. We're going to play that right around 8.
It's
10.
$40 today? I lost this week?
You, I guess, lost on Tuesday. And then we didn't play one yesterday because of the best of.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Wow, that's how you say that. More? Oh, God. Let me see if I got to say something. No, we're all cut up. Jake and Tanner Show. More of it next. join again. You know what? I'm going to start liking it.
You should.
I'm going to just accept it. Hey, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Hi, guys.
Hello.
866-916-0959. Your pest control text line, 71090. Hi. My name's Jake, and I'm one of the hosts of the show. My son asked me, because we're teaching him numbers. He's going through 10 through 20 right now.
Okay.
And he doesn't understand, and I had no good answer to this. Why is it not 1-teen and 2-teen and 3-teen and 5-teen? Because everything else, like 14, 16, 17. Why is it 12 and 15? Why isn't it 5-teen and 1-teen? Why is it 11? And I go, I don't know, son, but it should be.
That's all you can say. I don't know. It's just, that's how it is.
It should be. It confused me, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. Because it should be 1-teen, not 11. It should be 12-teen.
But.
And 3-teen. It shouldn't be 13.
If you say things like third, fifth, fourth, and then it's the, out of your teens, it's the
13.
It's the third or third.
So
third
first,
teen,
so it should be first teen.
Yep, first teen.
Not 11.
Second teen, third teen, fourth teen.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where it came from. Now, I think that's the origin.
Okay.
But that's just what happened. But it's probably not. Just tell them it's how it is. Eventually, you'll get sick of explaining things.
No, I grounded him.
Yeah. Just go to your stupid room where you're going to stay in there for 15 minutes until you go to bed.
We got to get back to the circle. Tanner.
Oh my God, Hoppy. Circle what?
You got to tell your name.
Oh, hi, Tanner, other host of the show. Still sick, gotta pee.
Sid.
Hi, my name is Sydney. My coffee has gotten cold. I have a headache, and I spilled on myself too much this morning.
You're having a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Before we get into this take from Jake and Tanner, some people, even Halloween candy it's a status symbol. I don't know if you know this. A woman in California recently posted a rant on her neighborhood Facebook page with the message for her neighbors to get their act together. Over the last 3 this is what the quote. You know what? I'm just going to read it. I will read her post. Halloween is officially 4 weeks away, and I'm hoping to catch you all before to make your candy selections. Over the last 3 Halloweens, I've noticed candy stock has become more and more diluted with cheap candy. I don't know if this is a trend. It's a result of higher bills or even the new constructions, but cheap candy has somehow infiltrated our community for Halloween, and it has to stop. Dumb. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, I'm going to list off what her cheap candies are. You tell me what you think some cheap candies are.
Poverty Wads or Mary Jane's, those black and orange things.
Those are the Poverty Wads. I like that name.
The bubble gum.
Like the
Bubblicious.
Do they have that
like
in Halloween candy?
Bubblicious is fancy bubblegum.
no,
You're talking about the yellow and blue wrapper bubblegum that's 1,000.
It
takes a whole lot of biting.
Jaw structure.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Tootsie Rolls, but I like Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah,
Nothing against
they're
them.
poverty candy. Do you know nobody knows what those are made out of? It's not chocolate, and you're not allowed to go into the factory.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh.
Never heard that, but I want to avoid that.
It's not chocolate.
Dum Dum, Smarties, Jolly Ranchers may be suitable for Ontario.
No, why SN Canada?
But
Or is
here
this
we
lady
are
from
in
Canada?
the States. We're an affluent neighborhood, and this status should be reflected in our candy provision for Halloween. Standard, full, or king-size candy bar. We set for our community on Halloween.
This seems like your neighborhood.
I was thinking about this, to be honest.
It seems like something you would rant about on your Nextdoor app.
If you purchase the fun size, you don't need to return them. Just keep in mind that 4 to 6 of those fun size bars equate to one standard size bar when you doll out that candy to trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
And please, for God's sake, leave those peep candies alone. No one, and I mean no one, wants that terrible marshmallow tragedies. For the elderly who hand out
Who's handing out
coins...
Peeps?
I don't know.
On Halloween. They're off season. Where are you even getting them from?
For the elderly who hand out coins, unless you plan on throwing some quarters into the mix, stop peddling your pennies and step up your game. It's a calculated loss to the trick-or-treaters after you adjust the inflation for the opportunity cost of what they could have received elsewhere if they had just skipped your house. I like this woman.
Somebody on the internet was handing out rotisserie chickens. And
That's
I thought
the
it
best
was
thing
funny.
I've ever heard in my life. My neighborhood.
Angie hands out toothbrushes, doesn't she? She hands out floss.
And floss and toothpaste, small
She
toothpaste.
wanted to at one time. She goes,
would've left
"Could
her.
we just not do?" And I go, "I don't want to be toilet papered, Angela."
Yeah.
She goes,
It would just be by all the other parents. Like, that's what it would have been. It wouldn't have been any of the kids toilet papering
It
you.
is so, Halloween is so fun in my neighborhood because you just get to a garage and then you stop. And then your kids run out and start trick-or-treating and you just get a couple beers with your buddies. Then you catch up to your kids and then you go into another garage. And you're like, you guys keep going. I'll be there in just a minute. That's what we do. Then they end
You
up coming
shouldn't
back.
say that on air.
Why?
What if there are like child nappers listening?
There's
Oh,
child
but it's
nappers everywhere.
Halloween. There's just kids everywhere.
Yeah. You could take any kid, really. On Halloween, it would be so easy to kidnap kids.
Let's not do that.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to kidnap a child,
Let's not do that.
you just do it on Halloween.
My
Because
neighborhood
then it's
does.
like, oh, that guy just took a kid. Who'd he take? I don't know. Elsa?
Our Elsa. I noticed that what our neighborhood does is the kids that they like, they give them the king size.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be like Dewey will come up and Piper will come up and they'll be like, hang on, guys. And then they go back and get them the king size and throw them in there.
Yeah, but not king size like
That's because
like
you
Three
know, like
Musketeers, right? Because those are that's close. Those are garbage.
I can't remember. I don't know what they give, but I know that if we know the parents and we're friends, they get the good ones.
Three Musketeers are such
That's-
garbage.
you know there are like kids like trick or treating in your neighborhood that you've never seen before because like people are like we gotta bring our kids to the nice neighborhood.
Oh,
That is true.
no,
That's
that
what my
is true.
parents would do.
Yeah, that's what people do in our not saying ours is a nice neighborhood, but there's so many houses that they go, and that's where they.
Is the nice neighborhood. Have you ever driven around the rest of your town? The rest of your town is a dump hole, and then there's your area.
It's actually true. All right, let's do this.
Good. I have to pee.
You go pee now.
I'm going to.
Go pee. So my son says, I gotta go pee now. I don't know. It sounds a little racist, doesn't it? All right. 866-916-0959. Do you want to play? I bet you do. Do you? Take from Jake and Tanner, $40. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union Life Stage Personal Guidance. What? That's right. They love us here. We love them. By the way, Goodwill, the original Halloween headquarters for generations of trick-or-treaters. Shop any of the 27 Goodwill stores for a huge selection of costumes and decor. I just wanted to say those couple things while you're calling. Sydney, 1 through 6. Pick a number. We'll pick the competition.
3.
Hi, who's this?
Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Crystal, it's a game we like to call Take from Jake and Tanner. 5 questions. Now, remember, you can't pass if you get stuck. Time willing, we're going to get back to that question. Now, Tanner's out of the room. He can't hear anything. And he's going to come back in the room and get asked the same questions. Now, if he wins, $60 tomorrow. If you win, you're getting $40 and the crown today. Are you good at trivia?
50-50.
50-50. What's your favorite drug? Don't answer that. All right, I'm just getting around here, so I'm trying to pause and... All right, I got it. Trying to stall. All right, timer's going to begin when I'm done reading the first questions. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, here we go. Crystal. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Bay State?
California.
What city was talk show host Jerry Springer mayor of from 77 to 78?
Pass.
What signature color of paint are John Deere tractors?
Green.
What is the only nation that shares the land border with Haiti?
Pass.
What NFL team did Vince Lombardi coach after leaving the Green Bay Packers?
My husband's going to kill me. I don't get this one.
That's probably a true statement. We just did a segment on that. That's actually probably very true.
Vikings. I don't know.
What city was the talk show host Jerry Springer mayor of from 1977 to 78?
What talk show host?
Yeah. No. What city was the talk show host Jerry Springer mayor of from 77 to 78?
Chicago.
And what is the only nation that shares a land border with Haiti?
I I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Tanner! Get Tanner back in this room. Did you go pee-pee?
I did.
How was it?
Thick.
Okay. Gross. Put you on hold, Crystal. Hang on. See how you do. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Bay State?
Ooh. Pass.
What city was talk show host Jerry Springer mayor of from 77 to 78?
It was in Minnesota. Or was it North Dakota? No, I think it's pretty... I'm going to say Minneapolis. That doesn't seem right.
What signature color of paint are John Deere tractors?
Green.
What is the only nation that shares a land border with Haiti?
The Dominican Republic.
What NFL team did Vince Lombardi coach after leaving the Green Bay Packers?
He didn't.
In which U.S. state is nicknamed the Bay State?
I'm going to say California. I'm not confident on any of those.
Hi, Crystal. How do you feel you did, Crystal?
Maybe 2.
Okay.
If I get one, I'll be happy. I know I got John Deere.
Here we go. We're going to go through these now. Here's your bell, sir.
Oh, about time. Somebody finally just gives it to me. I don't have to chase around.
Which U.S. state nicknamed the Bay State? You both said California. You're both wrong.
Florida.
Massachusetts?
Why?
Got some bays.
I guess it's got some bays. Hey, what city was the talk show host Jerry Springer mayor of from 77 to 78? Crystal said Chicago. Tanner said Minnesota.
No, it's in Minneapolis.
Or I'm sorry, Minneapolis. That makes more sense. Cincinnati.
Oh, Ohio. It was a Midwestern garbage.
What signature color of paint are John Deere tractors? You both said green. You're both correct. What is the only nation that shares a land border with Haiti? She said, I don't care. You said the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic is correct. What NFL team did Vince Lombardi coach after leaving the Green Bay Packers? She said, Vikings.
Is that true?
Tanner said, he didn't. The answer
It's the Cowboys.
is the Redskins.
Oh.
2-1. Tanner wins.
Yay! You suck. What's your name?
Crystal.
Crystal.
We liked you, Crystal. Thank
did.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care. $60 for your Friday show tomorrow. We got a phone rodeo we're going to be playing here next.
Ooh.
We don't know too much about it, but we know it's titled Chia Pet
And glitter.
and Glitter. Jake and Tanner's show. More next. Sometimes I think like what we got to do today to make more videos for this JTX. I go, we could just walk out. You just play music and walk out.
Yeah,
But
honestly.
I don't know. It's fun. Get things done. Either like it or you hate it. I don't know. But it's happening. It's the Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. We are doing the JTX soon. A couple weeks away.
Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
When I keep saying we have a busy day, does it keep getting you more and more mad?
I'm leaving. I have to leave at a certain time, so like, I guess it's a busy day, but it's gonna be even busier because of my time restraint.
Yeah. We got to get moving. I don't know what the deal is with JTX this year, but there's always something in the way of creating.
Yeah.
Always. Always something in the way.
Yep. Yeah, it is. There always just is, isn't there?
There is. I mean, I'm not just saying you. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it'll be meetings or it'll be something will happen. Like, my wife will be like, hey, we need to go look at assisted living homes. And it's like, well, dang it. We were going to do something on Friday, which we still are, but I talked my way out of that. But man, it just seems like everything gets in the way this year, and I don't know why. I feel like they need to give us a week off on top of our vacation to prepare.
Right?
We should bring that up.
I don't know. Apparently, and now I just got a text saying that the heat in my house just keeps turning on even though the thermostat has it off.
What do you do? What do you do?
Cry.
Don't cry. I mean, if you want to cry, we could do a cry break.
Ugh.
Hi, who's
I
this?
do that.
Hey, this is Betrothed.
What the hell did you just say?
Something about betrothed. Is this the guy from
betrothed.
Jake and Tanner? Take from Jake
I
and Tanner.
own Sydney.
You.
Oh, that's right. You do. We did. You're. She
Yeah,
is
I was gonna
yours.
do a little trade for you with you guys.
Okay. This is starting to scare me.
Instead of Sydney, we'll do JTX tickets.
Oh, instead of Sydney, you want to trade? You give us Sydney back if you get JTX tickets.
Yeah, that way I can see you at JTX because that's my real life goal.
I feel like though, if you end up getting into JTX, you will still take our Sydney for your own. I don't know.
Probably.
Probably not.
What do you have in your trunk of your vehicle right now?
Yep, let's hear it.
I got a McDonald's breakfast burrito I can bring you.
Ugh.
Yeah. No,
I'm
not,
sorry.
not for trade.
Who gets a breakfast burritos at McDonald's when Taco Bell has breakfast?
I just
that
want-
reminds me. I'm going to get Taco Bell.
I just want to know if you had rope or a shovel or some kind of garbage bag in your trunk. I don't know how weird you are.
No, just a lot of plumbing stuff.
Plumbing? Why?
Yeah.
Are you a plumber?
Oh, brilliant. I don't know how you came up with that one.
Okay, goodbye. Trying to be funny now.
Yeah, wait.
We're the funny ones. It would have been a lot better if he was like, no, not a plumber. Why do you got plumbing supplies?
No, why would I?
What's the matter, son? That's what I used to say. I say to Dewey, too.
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this stupid journey.
Are you looking at cars?
No, I'm looking at Kelley Blue Book and having it say that trade-in value in the high end is $3,000 and I owe like $8,000. And then private party sale because everybody's like, you're right, never go to those dealerships. You'll never get your money back. Try to sell it on Facebook. And I was like, cool, because private party selling is on average about $4.45.
And how much do you owe?
About $8.
You have to roll it in to your new vehicle.
What about 199ride.com?
You didn't say it right.
Woo! Did I now?
I have
you got it.
opinions on that, and I don't feel like getting into them since they spend a lot of money on this station.
I thought you guys
I
were
like
talking
him.
about
That
it.
guy, what's the guy's name? I forget.
Woo guy.
Yeah, the
He's
woo guy.
brilliant.
Gosh,
Really?
man. I'll tell you, he is really brilliant, and it's so fun when he'd come into the studio because it's like we were meeting the celebrity.
I
Really, to be
know.
honest, everybody.
It was really cool.
Yeah. Get shadowed by. God, I forget the dude's name now. That's so. I don't
It's
mean
like,
any disrespect on that.
Dick.
Isn't it Steve?
Maybe it's Steve. He's
No,
the
starts
woo
with an
dude.
R.
He's the woo dude.
That's Donkey. I'll spank your donkey.
Yeah. I
Play
don't-
one of his commercials. Doesn't it say his name? I'm rich.
No, I don't think so.
Doesn't he say that? There it is. He's got one right there. Appleton Auto. Oh, yeah, guy. Let's play it. Let's see what happens.
Can I
He's gotta
bring
say
this
his
back into if
Copy it.
Oh yeah, now I can just bring it back. It looks like.
Just hit copy.
Scott. I think you were right, Sid.
Scott.
I don't remember what I called him.
I think you
anymore.
did
called
say
him
Scott.
Steve.
Oh, you were close though. Oh, you were close.
And an S.
Man, you were really close. Wow, good job. Anyway, so Ronan Farrow's new book, Catch and Kill, comes out next week. It's about investigation of Harvey Weinstein and how his then employer, NBC News, tried to put a stop to it. Also includes some pretty serious allegations about Matt Lauer.
Well, yeah. Wait, even more serious ones? He's already doesn't have a career.
Yeah, in the book, he talks to Brooke Nevels, the former NBC employee whose complaint about Lauer got him fired a couple of years ago. The exact nature of her complaint was never revealed until right now. She says Lauer raped her in a hotel room during the 2014 Olympics.
Jeez.
They just said, here's all the detail, but it gets pretty graphic. Oh, yeah, I read this morning, and it is really graphic.
Oh, okay. It's not like. Have you ever heard Kobe O'Brien, the girl who accused Kobe? She was on a rap show and wrote a rap about the sexual assault.
Oh, no, but I want to hear that. It's probably pretty bad, though.
It's pretty graphic.
Fair.
Yeah, but it's weird. And she also has no flow. That's what I took out of it.
After the news dropped yesterday, NBC issued a statement saying Matt Lauer's conduct was appalling, horrific. That's why he was fired within 24 hours of learning this. Our hearts break again for the colleague. Lauer finally is saying things, though. Now, he fought back. Issuing this statement, he claims that they're not only had consensual tickle time in the hotel room, but it was part of an ongoing affair. He also denied infamous story about him having a button at his desk that locked his office door from the inside. Well, actually, he did, but it wasn't like a sexual dungeon.
Yeah, I thought he had that because on the off chance that somebody came and shot up the place,
everybody
everybody had one.
In the book, Nevels admit that she did continue to have relations with Lauer. She did. She did. Not did not. She did. She goes on to say, that is what I blame myself most. It was completely, it was not a relationship, but I was there. It was actually Meredith Vieira who encouraged Nevels to go to the higher-ups with her story in 2017. Matt's former Today Show co-host, Ann Curry, tweeted that she believed he's his accuser. They hated each other, by the way. And on the show yesterday, Savannah Guthrie and Hoda
Kotb
also gave Nevels their support.
That is, well, what were they going to do? Like, you know what I mean?
Not give it.
They had to give it because it's there in the spot now where he was from. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either, but it's weird now that he's coming out, or he didn't come out, I think, the very first time or say anything because it was true.
It was true. He
but
was using his position of power to have sex with people.
Did he rape
full on do that? The big R? Man, once again, I don't know. Nobody else said that. People just said he used his power, which is a form of it, really, because it's like, hey, you either do this or like the big ultimatum. But is she saying like she?
What? I'll try.
It's so weird to put, but like, is she saying like she was like in the movies when that happens?
I'll tell you,
like when she's fighting back. You know what I mean?
Let me just. Yeah, I'll tell you right. That's what was said. And he's like, dude, that never happened. But I wasn't there.
I mean, that's happened on accident.
I don't think that.
No, it does.
Oh, accident? Oh, yeah.
It happens on accident.
And it's not our fault.
No,
never,
not at all.
Never.
How about you grab a mirror, take a look, and be like, you're right, there's not a lot of room in between that and that.
It's dark, slippery.
My stepsister told me that it's no accident. I believe her.
Does she have a penis?
Nope.
I guess there's rule 1 on how you can... Yeah. It happens. Sometimes it's not. But sometimes when it's not that I don't believe it. You want to know why?
With the Matt Lauer
Yes.
thing? And the reason
You-
don't is because I feel like he's really defending himself now.
No.
Because I do. Because the first time he didn't say anything. Like, yeah, that's all
Yeah,
true.
but haven't you ever tried to do that on purpose?
What? Oh, the thing that he's getting accused of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just... Like, there's some fight there. It doesn't just...
I don't know. That's why she's calling rape low, because that's what rape is. You know? Anyway, I can tell you what's going on with Bill Cosby. He's having the same problem. Not really.
No,
but he's
everybody
in prison.
loves him in prison.
He lawyered up again. He's got a new lawyer, new things. He has apparently got a washboard stomach now, people say, because all he's doing is lifting weights and working out.
He's 1,000. BS.
He's 100. He's down to 187 now. He was at 230.
Well, yeah.
Bill Cosby, more in shape than me. At 80.
Well, I need pictures.
All right,
pictures or it didn't happen.
So those are a couple things that happened a couple years ago. And where are they now? Phone rodeo. This is where we call people and try to keep them on as long as possible, only talking about a certain topic. Now, we don't know that topic normally until we start calling. This is labeled Chia Pet and Glitter. And this is how this phone rodeo went.
Smiles here, that's it.
Well, that was the middle.
Hi, could you help me find something?
Maybe. What do you mean?
I need glitter.
Huh?
I need glitter?
For?
Dancing.
Dancing?
Yeah, I need dancing glitter. I booked a party for my mom's friend, and I just wanted to make the experience really true. So I just need something that's not going to clump with a lot of baby oil.
Oh my God!
And I don't want these ladies going home the next day and their husband seeing all this glitter on them. So what do you suggest? Because I heard if you just you could take regular glitter and then hairspray it onto your body, so then you shine, but you don't make your client shine too.
I don't know. That's a good question.
What would you do? Say your husband wants you to put on a bunch of glitter.
I would never do none of that because I am innocent.
So so what kind of glitter do you have there that I would be able to try to work?
Probably none.
You don't have any?
We got glittery smiles here. That's it.
Do you have beef jerky?
Yes.
I could do something with that.
Oh, that was amazing.
Is that what you wanted?
That's perfect. Okay, so here, I'll dial mine. Give me one of these. Oh, I get so nervous. Mm-hmm. Chia Pets. Chia Pets.
Afternoon, the plumber. Can you please hold?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So what's your name?
What is it? It's a what?
It's a plumber.
Plumbing?
Yeah. Thank you. Lisa, how can I help you?
Oh, hi, Lisa. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We have a Chia Pet. Have you ever worked with that? It's stuck in the toilet.
A Chia Pet?
Yeah, it's one of those Richard Simmons Chia Pet that I got for Christmas. It got lodged in there, and it's been in there for a few days, and I snake it out what I can, but then it just keeps growing back. What do you do on something like that? And someone said you guys know what you're doing.
I mean, I guess we could, pull the toilet and, try to retrieve it for you.
Yeah, I mean, would it be can you keep it, or do you throw that stuff away?
Well, I would throw it away.
But I think it was $19.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, that's no problem. It was just it's just a gift, and we've been just going on top of it. And I don't know what to do now. What do you do? Why are you laughing?
Because how about if I get your name and number and I'll have Carl give you a call back?
Is Carl going to help?
Possibly. I'm not quite sure though.
About so should we continue just going on top of it?
No, I would not.
You wouldn't? Okay. What do we do then? Well, we made it to the last segment. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you feeling today?
Not good.
No, you're not.
No, somebody kept calling me. I wasn't able to sleep.
Sorry about that. Got a lot on my mind.
And I kept telling you, I was like, yeah, just trying to sleep.
Well, I have nobody to talk to. You guys are just avoiding me all the time.
No, it's not avoiding you when you call 38 times.
I got to talk to someone. I'm actually talking to Colton through all this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I need somebody to bounce stuff off of.
Talk to you about it.
Yeah, but see, now you complain about it, so it makes me feel like
I was sick yesterday, and then
I know, but it's just so I know it's just such a bad time, and you can't help it, but it's such a bad time.
Yeah,
no, I get it.
I know. I was gonna call Pam,
talking about the JTX thing,
and just say, hey, could you not do what you're doing? Because I need Jake that Friday. Last Friday.
Dude, if you want to start stuff, I am saying I feel like there's been a lot of avoidment. Like,
I'm not avoiding.
It doesn't seem anybody's excited about it.
I haven't avoided a single phone call.
I know, but it seems like I'm the only one kind of into it.
No. We talk about it all the time here, and then it's just like I want to go home and not think about it for a second. But I know your brain doesn't do that.
Well,
like your brain, and you know that, like you're just constantly.
Again, we're talking about putting together the JTX.
Yeah, and you can't help that. And yeah, I'll try to talk as much as I can about it with you. And then, like, there are some times when I'm just like, I just don't, like, I'm kind of burnt out on it, and I need to reset.
Cool. So a 79-year-old guy in Oklahoma was driving with a loaded gun in his car when his dog got scared by a train. Jumped on the gun, shot his 44-year-old caretaker in the leg. Luckily,
what happened?
She survived.
Well, a gun went off.
She shot herself?
No, she didn't do it herself.
Who shot her?
Well, it just went off. We had a dog in here and he stepped on the gun.
The dog shot her?
Yeah. She's bleeding pretty bad.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I gotta lay down.
How old is this person who got shot?
44-year-old.
You're tougher than that, I know. I'm trying to find something to wrap around her leg.
Okay, do you have a clean, dry cloth?
I can take my belt off maybe and wrap around.
Oh, man, I like this guy.
Do that.
Oh, he sounds like more of a man than me, big time.
Well, yeah, he didn't freak out. I don't even like seeing blood.
So a design company in New York, I'm just going to go through a bunch of news audio here. A design company in New York made a special line of Nikes. They called Jesus shoes. Injected holy water from the Jordan River into the air bubble above the soles. They went on sale Tuesday morning, $3,000.
That seems pretty reasonable for something that they say has divine meaning to it.
Sold out immediately.
He has given us a sign!
Oh, sorry, I thought that was a news story. All that is a scene from Monty Python's Life of Brian.
He has given us a shoe! The shoe is the sign. Let us follow his example. Let us, like him, hold up one shoe and let the other be upon our foot, for this is his sign that all who follow him shall do likewise. Yes. No, the shoe is a sign.
Cast off the shoes, follow the gourd!
No, let us gather shoes together.
By the way, Conan O'Brien says that he's the greatest comedian of all time. Monty Python.
I like those.
Oh, and Dana Carvey does too.
Yeah. Oh God, is that deep dive with Dana Carvey?
No,
I respect both of them, but my God, I didn't need 18 segments of Dana.
He's talking about a podcast Conan O'Brien had.
Yeah, my God.
Or has.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at it. I literally took notifications and unsubscribed to it just because I was so sick. And and I really love listening to Conan talk, but not when you have 40 different things. Dana Carvey.
Conan O'Brien has David Letterman on there, and man, it's so fun to hear those guys talk about their show and how terrible they think it was and how much it's changed now in the industry of late night shows. David says if he was a smart man, he would have got out 15 years earlier because he feels he would want more kids. He wants more kids. And he said, but the only thing that he thought was important was doing the late night show. And he said in the grand scheme of things, it just wasn't. It's not.
No.
It's not that important to be on top of being a public figure.
Yeah, Yeah, he said he wanted to do more things too. Like, because he didn't do anything outside of his show.
No. I mean, it was all show all the time.
Yeah.
His work ethic was crazy, and so is Conan O'Brien's, but I think that's why they're so successful. You want to talk about a crazy... How do you even get that gig? How do you go from being a weatherman on a local TV station and having a possible, I think he had a midday show, to doing a late night talk show? That's because especially at that time there was only 3 of them available.
Didn't he do stand up too though?
I don't know. Maybe that's how it was.
I thought
Maybe
Letterman was also doing stand up.
Maybe he was a New York. Maybe he went to New York.
Where was he doing weather?
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, by the way, I want to say this. Goodwill, the original Halloween headquarters for generations of trick-or-treaters. When you shop Goodwill for Halloween, you support hours of job training and opportunity. That is a thing. Yeah, I don't know. He must have went to New York, David Letterman, to do... He must have been to New York to do stand-up, because I don't know how you get that gig. And that's weird. Conan O'Brien was saying, Conan O'Brien would sketch his little design in trees and on the desk of like his college, and they would say, what are you doing? He's like, it's just viral advertising for when I'm a late-night talk show host. And how do you even... That's a career that's not even like saying acting. Like acting, there's so many different... I mean, you can act on stage, there's a ton of movies, whatever, but there is only... To be a late-night talk show host, there's only like 3 positions available. How do you find the right time to have that happen and do it?
And he got good enough to where they just... When he lost his gig, a different network was just like, I guess you'll just do a late-night show here.
Like Kimmel. Kimmel's another one. When he was a kid, he goes, I'm going to be a late-night talk show host just like David Letterman.
And then they made it his own, too, didn't they? ABC gave him his own because he wanted to do one. Because there was no... I mean, it's called Jimmy Kimmel Live.
He was a weatherman in Indianapolis.
And then did he move out to...
I don't know. I don't know his whole story.
He had heart surgery.
I feel like he hated
I'll
it.
tell you that.
He said when he knew it was time to get out is when he couldn't remember... And he got this from Carson, because I think Carson said it, and it ended up happening to him when he couldn't remember any of the people on his show that they had. He said it just becomes so repetitive. And he says after a while, like Conan was saying this too, after a while, you get, like at first, the first couple years, it's awesome because you get these big stars like Tom Hanks and all this. And he says then you get the dude from One Tree Hill or whatever, and you go, who is that? You feel like your show's failing when you get that.
Yeah. And
but he says nobody becomes famous and everybody's not that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah, there's not the 7 celebrities anymore. Apparently he moved out to, because this is very interesting, he moved out to LA in hopes of becoming a comedy writer and put everything inside of a pickup truck. And then it says as of 2012 he still owned that pickup truck that he moved out there with in 1977. And then he started writing and he was doing stand-up. And he would write for pretty much everybody. And then I guess he just got it.
Yeah, it's kind of how Conan started too. He was a writer for The Simpsons.
Yeah, he started on The Simpsons. Then he went to SNL, didn't he?
Sydney, do you know Johnny Carson, if I say that name?
I've heard of him. I could not tell you who he is.
He's a singer, songwriter for the Eagles.
He wrote for
I thought he was a funny person, but I don't know.
He's a talk show host. He was before David Letterman. David Letterman took his spot.
I don't.
Do you know who David Letterman is?
Wait, did Letterman take his spot? I thought he didn't take his spot. That's why he went from doing the late night show to the late show.
I think he was supposed to take it or something. Wait, do you know who David Letterman is?
I know who he is. I've never watched him on TV.
Oh, that's sad because he's really good.
Yeah, and he didn't even leave that long ago. Well, yeah, because what happened? I'm going to have to look that up too. Because because Letterman was supposed to get the Tonight Show.
And then Leno ended up getting it. There was something about that. Yeah, Leno ended up getting it, and they made a huge feud.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, immediately following.
Say this really quick. Green Bay Fear is open now. It has 3 attractions to keep your heart pounding this fall. Visit greenbayfear.com for hours and tickets. So, hey, if you want to win some of those tickets, we can do that right now with the VIP Fast Pass. You get the VIP party, get the VIP Fast Pass, and 4 tickets to Green Bay Fear. Give us a call, 866-916-0959.
Yep, you were right.
Leno.
The Tonight Show was supposed to go to. Everybody thought it would go to Letterman in '92, but then it went to Leno. So he said, "Screw it, I'll go to NBC and do the Late Show at the same time."
We got the Karen Hour. We're going to do that next. This is lots of music. Free Karens out there. We're going to chime in every once in a while, but more music. Jake and if you missed anything, by the way, on the show, here about an hour, you can text JT to 71090 and get the whole show sent right to your phone.